Hey, what's up? This is the UFC 262 watch along on the Ringside Report Network. We got giveaways. We got a party going. It's me and AJ. Let's do it. What's up? I'm Dave. There's AJ. Hey, AJ.
What's up, homie?
How you doing, buddy?
Snap, crackle, and pop, man. Like if people don't know what jiu-jitsu is, and you were looking at the last fight with Jacare and Andre Muniz, man, holy smokes, man, that's jiu-jitsu. I mean, that's the brutal side of jiu-jitsu, but that's jiu-jitsu. Like, you know, regardless that Jacare lost, man, that guy's a beast. He pretty much had his shoulder popped out. The arm is broken. And he just let his arm hang, and there was no shouts of pain. There was, like, no crying. There was nothing. He was just like, his career is over, man. This is it, man. I think Jacare is done, and I got to give it to Muniz, man.
Wow.
Holy smokes. What a submission, man.
AJ jumping right into it. Game. You know what? We'll show you that submission here in a second. Andre Muniz just breaking Jacare's arm. The last fight that we just saw here at UFC 262, the last prelim, the pay-per-view is about to start. Of course, we got Charles Oliveira taking on Michael Chandler in the main event for the UFC lightweight title. Tony Ferguson against Beneil Dariush, another great lightweight fight in the co-main event. Matt Schnell and Rogerio Bontorin. Caitlin Chukagian versus Viviane Araújo, and Edson Barbosa versus Shane Burgos. The Burgos-Barbosa fight should be up next here, coming up first on the pay-per-view. We got a big fight card for you here tonight. We are excited to be here. We're going to do a giveaway, probably, as long as people super chat, right? I think the deal is whoever super chats, if you super chat at all, you're in a drawing for a hat that we're going to give away. And there it is. There's a hat, a Ringside Report Network hat, brand new. AJ's going to get his hands on one real soon. So we are giving away a hat tonight. All you have to do is super chat. You don't have to super chat much.
Super chat.
I think the minimum is like $1 or $2. You know, just drop a super chat. Yeah, I think that's like a minimum super chat you can do. So drop a super chat, and you will be in the drawing for the hat that we will do right before the main event tonight. So we'll give away a sweet Ringside Report Network hat to one of the super chatters. And look, if there's only one super chatter, well, then you'll win the hat, right? It'll make it real easy. But we're going to do a random drawing right before the main event, Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira tonight, for a brand new Ringside Report Network hat. Drop a super chat, win a hat. Drop a super chat, man. Win a hat.
Those are nice caps.
That's right.
Hat in the hat, man.
That's what we're doing
Ringside
here.
Report.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. We appreciate you.
Wow, look how fancy that is. Fancy schmancy. Smash
AJ's
the like button. Don't forget to smash the like button.
AJ's always impressed with Should we do it?
The technology at Ringside.
Should we do the drawing before the main event or after the main event, AJ? What do you think? We could do it after, right? Just at the end of the show?
Well,
let's do it at the end of the show. Why not give people enough time? Let's do it at the end of the show. I know I just said we're going to do it. I think at the end of the show makes more sense. Why not? Why do it before the main event? Why not do it right after the main event?
Take it away from the main event. It's true. You got a point there, man. It's not about the hat. It's about the UFC. Mm-hmm. But it's nice to win a sweet hat from Ringside, I'll tell you. I want to win.
It's also kind of about the hat.
It is really nice stuff, man. We got some nice merch. We got to get more merch, but it's looking good, man. Once we get the underwear and all that, it'll be awesome. Listen, I wonder if Glenn was watching the last fight, man.
He was. I was talking to him. I was talking to our buddy Glenn McKenzie, who, of course, joins me on Wednesday night
in the house
after Dynamite. big money Glenn, just rolling in it, living the high life.
Glenn's got bucks.
Glenn is the man.
He's living the Dan Bilzerian life, man.
And
this guy is unbelievable.
He thought Jacare was going to win, but I was telling him, man, I think Jacare's kind of done. He's 41 years old. This Andre Muniz looks like a beast. And he was the
guy, by the way.
Muniz was the underdog coming into this fight, but he was on Team Dave's parlay, and Team Dave right now is 1-0, AJ. I don't know if you knew this, but my parlay so far, we're doing not too bad. Team Dave, we're 1-0 so far tonight. Where are we? There we are. Andre Muniz, I had him at plus 107. You can bet with us over at bet99.com. Use the promo code Ringside and get a matching deposit bonus of up to $600 when you sign up. So that is Team Dave's parlay tonight. Andre Muniz, Caitlin Chukagian, and Beneil Dariush. Muniz has already cashed in for us. Hopefully we get Chukagian and Dariush. There is AJ's parlay for tonight. He's got Matt Schnell, Vivian Araujo, Shane Burgos, Beneil Dariush, and Charles Oliveira. And there is Freddie's parlay going with Barbosa, Ferguson, and Charles Oliveira. So those are the Ringside Report.
On that one too.
Yeah.
You didn't show the pay, man. The payouts are nice.
Oh, yeah. There's a 184 payout for Freddie. Your payout's pretty huge, right? $25 gets you three. Oh, that's not fair. my you're just. I see what you did there. I
did it on purpose.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Very sneaky to make your payout seem juicier. I see what you did there.
Well, if you win,
classic
it is
AJ move.
Juicier, man.
Yeah, so he's got Schnell, Araujo, Burgos, Dariush, and Oliveira. 25 gets you $387 over at bet99.com.
Jeez,
big parlay up for my man AJ DeLesio.
Listen, Hollywood AJ. But I'm going to tell you something, Dave. I'm going to tell you something. What a crazy prelim. It's been an awesome jiu-jitsu night, man. Like everything went with the fight from Andrea Lee against Shevchenko. Dude, that was sick.
Super chat.
Who's super chatting?
John
Already?
Hedstrom.
What the hell? The party?
Hedstrom, you're in.
John.
He's in the drawing.
What's up, man?
John Hedstrom is
John's
in the drawing now
for
the hat. Super chat. Win a hat.
Wow.
I like that.
That's sweet. So anyways, back to what I was saying is that looking at Andrea Lee, man, put on a BJJ clinic, man. Dude, the transitions were sick. And she got an armbar triangle. It's like, I found out it's like the 7th time in UFC history that someone's actually submitted someone with that. And on top of it is Shevchenko, which is unbelievable. I mean, she was fighting for that armbar. She was, the triangle where there were certain points where I'm looking at the triangle and I'm like, pull the head. You could have closed it earlier. It's easier said than done when you're watching it from the other side. But there was a point where she could have closed that triangle. And I'm sure Glenn and yourself too, Dave, if you didn't watch it, did you?
No, I watched all the fights tonight.
Okay, so you saw it. I'm sure you were flipping out and saying,
yeah, I was wondering what was taking Andrea Lee so long to finish that triangle choke. I thought she had the choke pretty well in. She didn't grab the back of the head at any point. Did she? I don't know. It was there were.
No, she didn't, and that's the thing.
Right? Did she? Yeah, I don't think she did. I didn't notice her grab the back of the head. And just to me, there are a few basic things you want to do when you secure a triangle. Right? You want to make sure that the arm is across the neck. You want to make sure that your legs are at a proper position. You want to make sure that you're tight. Right? You want to keep that triangle tight, and you want to make sure you cut the angle, and then when you have all that, if all else fails, grab the head and finish the job. But she didn't grab the head.
Actually,
but you know what? It doesn't matter because she got the armbar. She got the armbar instead. It was a pretty nice victory for Andrea Lee. Speaking of armbars, just before we get this Shane Burgos Edson Barbosa fight underway, which Buffer's about to do the introductions, I wanted to show that Jacare submission. Jacare just lost here on the prelims. And I could show it to you with the sound on. Sound on, you'll hear the snap. This is from the UFC's Twitter feed. Let's see if I can pull this up for you here.
Make it big screen. There you
go, baby. That's for you.
Look at that. Nice setup, man. Beautiful setup.
He's going to try to attack the arm here. Oh, Jacare's arm right there.
Oh, you hear that?
Oh, my God, he broke his arm.
Damn.
Crazy.
Damn. That was.
See it again.
He's going to try to attack the arm.
Listen.
Here. Oh, Jacare's arm right there.
You hear that? Snap right there. Good God Almighty.
Listen.
Good God Almighty.
Remember Nogueira? The same thing, man.
With Frank Mir.
Like snap, yep, snap, crackle, pop, man. And you're looking at two legendary jiu-jitsu guys that had their arms broken pretty much in the same similar way, except the transition was a little bit different. But man, that's not a joke. And going back to what I was saying about Jacare, the guy is a beast, man. He didn't budge. He didn't do anything. He just accepted like it's done. And you know what? You got to. He looked awesome, man. He looked scary. I mean, this guy like was bigger than Jacare. Obviously, he looked more jacked than Jacare. But I would have not like if like I knew you said it. You called it right, Dave. You called it right on Thursday, saying that the Jacare is coming to the end.
He's
You called it,
41,
man.
and in his past few fights, he just hasn't looked very good. He's been getting finished. He got finished by Kevin Holland in his last fight. Like, you know,
It was just that was a weird ending with
Father
Holland.
Time
That's
is
a
undefeated,
freak of
as they
nature
say,
kind of-
right?
No, but I would have not thought that he was going to go down by submission tonight. There was like, I'm sure, man, if anybody put that down on their parlay with the submission
Yeah.
for Muniz, you made some good money because no one expects Jacare to be submitted. Not only to be submitted, but literally to have his arm taken off.
Barbosa,
that is jiu-jitsu, man.
Barbosa
Wow,
Burgos is underway. I have it for 440, 439, 438. First fight underway on the pay-per-view here. Christos Giagos with a nice Darce choke victory over Sean Soriano in the opener tonight. That was pretty sweet. Tucker Lutz with a nice victory over Kevin Aguilar. Lutz looked good. Unanimous decision. Looked solid. I liked what I saw from Tucker Lutz. Priscilla Cachera over Gina Mazzani, which is one that I called as well. She was a pretty big underdog. She was plus 205 going into the fights tonight, but I was not confident in Gina Mazzani. She did almost get the fight won, though. She had some key takedowns in the first and second and even third round. She was controlling the fight, but then at the end, Cachera gets stood up by the referee. It was a stand-up in the guard, not enough action, and she laid in with some serious punches and finished her with just 9 seconds left in the third round. Pretty crazy finish there on the Fight Pass prelims. Then it was that Andrea Lee submission victory over Antonina Shevchenko with the armbar. Jordan Wright smashing through Jamie Pickett. Jordan Wright looking amazing. 64-second TKO right through Jamie Pickett. Lando Venata with a split decision win over Mike Grundy in a really close fight. Grundy tried to get those takedowns, couldn't get some key takedowns in the fight that he needed. He's a wrestler out of England and wasn't able to pull it off. Venata, very tough, good striking, good, just a good all-around fighter, good takedown defense. He won that fight, close split decision. And then Andre Muniz over Jacare with the armbar in the first round. And now we've got Barbosa and Burgos.
And that's what I was going to say is that what an awesome prelim, man. And, you know, the main card here has to live up to the prelim because prelim was awesome. Like, people that were watching that for free, obviously, were like, I'm sure there's a lot of people, like, tuning in to buy this pay-per-view right now because it was amazing. And that's what you need, man. If you're going to sell, like, a pay-per-view, your prelim has to be hot. And that's what brings up some of the numbers. And tonight, I'm sure it did. And let's see what happens with Barbosa here. I mean, I went with Burgos on this. Even though he's been out of the fight game for about a year.
Yeah, I didn't.
But like I said,
I don't know if I picked this fight, but I'd go with Barbosa to win. Barbosa right now, I think he was the underdog going into it. I feel like Barbosa has some advantages standing up, but so far Burgos is looking really good. Barbosa plus 130, Burgos minus 160.
Man. Listen, he was unbeaten in CFFC, man. So you got to look at this guy's stats. This guy has, like, amazing stats. Great fighter, man. Burgos is the man. And then you got to look at Barbosa. Barbosa was always, like, a legendary fighter. But if going into tonight's fight, this is his 11th year, man. His
Burgos
11th year
is beating up Barbosa right now. He just landed a 1-2 that really shook up
Barbosa.
He
wobbled him.
Digging to the body now. Burgos' boxing looks really sharp. Really sharp. Barbosa's got great kicks, but right now the hands, this is a boxing match that Barbosa is losing badly. He's getting picked apart.
And listen, on Thursday, if you remember what I said, this guy's an intelligent fighter, Burgos. He picks his shots, man. He doesn't waste any shots, and they're always on the money. And in fact, his striking accuracy is better than Barbosa. And obviously,
Barbosa though just landed a nice spin kick. And now he's landed a couple punches behind that, and Burgos kind of stumbled a little bit. Like, Burgos got caught with a nice kick, and that's the thing. Burgos definitely has better hands here. Oh, but he just got clipped with a good punch from Barbosa. See, Barbosa landed that kick. It stunned Burgos. It definitely hurt him. He shook it off. He shook it off. Yeah, he was smiling. He was smiling because it hurt. He was smiling because it felt it. That's a natural reaction. But those punches that landed behind it, the momentum has shifted now, and Barbosa has landed solid punches on Burgos, solid kicks to the leg, and he's coming back in this fight. Like, that spinning kick to the head, even though Burgos smiled through it, you could tell afterwards, because Barbosa was able to have so much success, like, that shit did damage. That shit hurt.
Yep.
I mean, take a spin kick to the head from Edson Barbosa. Tell me that doesn't hurt.
No, thank you.
I don't care how tough you are.
Like, these guys, look, this is one of those fights where they're like, it could go either
good
or.
First round.
And a lot of people were saying this is going to be like the fight of the night, and that's the thing. When you put these two guys that are like, they're the explosive fighters, man, they're going to deliver. And so far it's showing that. It's only the first round, man.
Yeah. John Hedstrom saying, what was with the 30-27 score for Mike Grundy? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. That was really weird.
Listen, when you
judging
get a
30-27, that makes no sense.
Dave, but it's a split decision win. But when you get a 30-27, man, it makes you wonder who's watching the fight. And that's the problem, and we keep going back and forth. Like, for the last years, we've been talking about the judging in MMA. Man,
I thought Venata won that fight. Hostage. I don't understand how you scored 3 rounds close against him. I thought he won at least 2 of the rounds, though.
But that's what I'm trying to say, man.
I thought he won all 3,
You leave it in the hands of the judges. You leave it in the hands of the judges, there's always a problem. And you used to see that in boxing a lot. Boxing was always like, oh, it became a draw. How can it be a draw when the guy clearly won, man? Triple G won, man. There's no draw.
Patrick C. Hamilton, who's a member of the team. Thank you, Patrick, member of the YouTube channel. Don't forget to join. Click that join button right under the video and become a member of the YouTube channel. Patrick took my parlay, and he's hoping for the best. Thank you, Patrick.
I hope he wins, man. I hope
we all win. So far, we're 1-0 with Andre Muniz. We'll see. We got Chukagian and Dariush coming up. Ooh.
It's like
Burgos
and
Canelo's
Barbosa
round 2. They're firing, man. These guys are – this is a hell of a fight.
Hey, listen, man. They said it was going to be fight of the night, and it's delivering.
Ooh. Nice spinning kick to the body from Barbosa. Barbosa's kicks are incredible. Some of the best ever in the UFC, right? Some of the most beautiful head kick knockouts. Ooh, what's going on with Barbosa's leg, though? He's bleeding from the leg.
What?
Yeah, his right leg is, like, super bloody.
Where? I can't see it, man.
Well,
above the knee or below?
Below, like on the shin or the foot. I don't know. There's like a.
Oh, I see it.
I see what you're talking about. Like bleeding. It's off a kick. That's not good for Barbosa, whose game is primarily on kicks. This guy is bleeding from his shin, and there's a lot of blood coming out of his shin. That is a bad cut.
Happen?
I don't know, on a kick,
nice combinations by Burgos.
You're kicking sharp things. Yeah, Burgos is looking good now because Barbosa is clearly compromised, man. This guy is not moving around as well, and Burgos is starting to land his punches. Oh, man, Barbosa just threw a leg kick with the bloody leg, and he threw punches behind it. Oh, my goodness. Nice left hand for Barbosa. He throws another kick with the bloody leg. Good God. What? What?
These guys are tough,
Barbosa, man. That's a bad man right there. His leg is cut from kicks, and he's like, fuck it. Kicks. Damn.
But it makes you wonder, like, was it because he checked, like, the kick and maybe Burgos has, like, long toenails or something that cut him?
I'm not sure exactly where it happened.
Because to cut the shit at the bottom, man, it usually has to come with, like a scrape cut. The only thing I can think of is that his toenails, like, on the check, like, cut it.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll show a replay.
I don't know, man.
At some point to see where exactly it happened. Ooh. These guys are throwing. This is a hell of a fight. Oh. Burgos landed a big left hand.
Look, since he's moved to featherweight, Barboza looks good, man. He looks a lot better. But Burgos, beautiful combinations, man. His boxing is crisp. It's on the mark, man.
Yeah. But the fact that Barboza is still moving around as well as he is right now,
it's impressive.
Like, he seemed like he was hurt for a second there, but
I love the way Burgos defends like the punches by Barboza. Like, he ducks under. He's fast. He can see those punches, man. He's just, like I told you, man, he was like a machine in the CFFC.
These guys are monsters. This is a hell of a fight right now. Burgos is 13-2.
Listen to this, man. So listen to this. Some guy.
Hang on.
Some guy. I was gonna say some guy decided to bet on Chandler. He put down 17,000 on Chandler to win tonight.
Wow.
What's up with these guys with all this big bucks, man?
I don't know.
And listen, the last time somebody put money down, that amount of money, they won, right? But anyways, the payout is about 36,000. 36,750 on that 17,000 bet. I thought it would be a lot better.
Maybe they know something we don't. Who did you take?
Exactly. Look, I went with Oliveira. But the thing is that I was listening to Chandler coming up like earlier today, and then later on tonight. And every time I would hear him speak, and every time I saw him walking, I was getting like nervous. I'm like, it's too late for me to change my pick because we've already put it on, you know? I was like Oliveira all the way, but man, there's something telling me I might have made a mistake. We'll see tonight. Either
I don't know.
I don't want to flip flop.
Yeah,
but I just got nervous by the way the confidence of Chandler, man, was like, it scared me. I'm like, this guy might pull it off. Look what he did to Hooker, dude. Hooker was a much bigger fighter, much bigger striker. Hooker was like, he has everything. And he put him out, man.
Yeah.
The Hooker dropped hard.
I think that fight's kind of a coin toss, to be honest. The Chandler-Oliveira fight's really tough. Like, I think I picked Oliveira to win, but I did not put him on my parlay, right? Second round is done.
I don't think
Getting a good shot of Barbosa's bloody leg. Pretty wild. Somebody's parlay is going to get busted through this fight unless we have a draw, right? Because you took Burgos and Freddie took Barboza in his parlay.
Someone's going down, man.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun.
Jesus, look at the blood. I'm trying to see where the...
Yeah, they haven't shown a replay exactly of where it happened.
Hell
of a fight going on right now. Glenn McKenzie's...
Barboza's bleeding from his mouth, too. You know that?
I see Glenn. He's a member of the team over at donate.ringsidereport.net. Glenn could not figure out how to join on the YouTube channel. I'm not sure why. He was really struggling, and I feel for him. But he's loving the fights tonight. Not in the hot tub tonight.
Might not know much.
Surprised.
Listen, exactly. G-Mac might not know much
about
technology, but when it comes to the hot tub,
he
knows how to control those things. The lights, music, his lady friends.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, you got to put a picture of Glenn in the hot tub. The guy is legendary. Ladies. Listen, man, our stats will go up, man.
Tonight he sent me a video of himself. Think of the ratings. He's under a little blankie at home with a stack of money, watching the UFC, just betting, just making more bucks. Just sitting there
with no ladies. Is he?
I don't know why there's no ladies tonight. Well, maybe not yet. Maybe they're coming over later tonight. You know, he's gonna watch the fights and maybe hot tub action later. It's a nice night.
Listen, man.
Although I don't know if they can. Right? We got a curfew at 9:30.
Glenn will find the way, man. Glenn will find the way. What I'm trying to say is that we need to next year at this time. Let's hope we're all in Vegas doing a live show with Glenn and let Glenn plan it all. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. I wanted to do the Vegas planning, but you know what? With Glenn on board, man, let Glenn plan it. It's going to be sick. Dude, it's going to be a hangover 4, man. It'll be awesome. We could do a live stream, too. It'll be awesome. Just don't tell the wife.
Who's winning this fight right now, man? This is a really tough fight. I think Burgos won the first round.
I thought he won the second.
I don't know, man. He might have.
I thought he won the second.
This is really, I could see maybe giving the first round to Barboza because he looked really strong towards the end. Maybe it's not going to matter. Nope, it doesn't matter. This fight's over. Burgos just got knocked out in the weirdest way I've ever seen. He took a punch, he stumbled back, and he was unconscious. What the hell? That was very strange. It's over. Edson Barboza has knocked out
hell?
Shane Burgos. Good God. Looked like it was a right hand that just kind of stumbled him, and then he just kind of fell back and dropped down to his butt, and he was unconscious. Dude, that was weird.
He was.
You don't see that very often. That was a weird Let's see a replay here.
That scares me.
Oh,
that scares me.
So a right hook on Burgos, and then he just kind of stumbles backwards, sits down, and he's out.
Wow.
Jesus.
Dude.
What the? Oh, and then he's convulsing. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. When a guy like kind of backs up like that and falls, it's
because he's
good.
like he's still there. Man. He's still there.
Jesus.
Like he gets hit, and then he's still like, and then he goes, and then he falls down, and then he goes face down, and then he starts kind of trembling. That's scary, man. I hope Burgos. Oh no, he's back to his feet and he's smiling and he seems okay. Holy shit, that was scary. That was a really scary knockout. That was bizarre, man. That's not good. That's Shane Burgos. You need to take at least a year off after that shit. That's bad. That's bad for your health, bro. That's some scary shit to happen.
You know when they say your bell got rung? This is his bell got rung. It was like a delay because the shot was on, muscle memory was there, and then it just went lights out, man. He was on the Titanic going back and forth, and he dropped. That is scary. And the thing is that I thought it was more of a temple punch, but he got him just below the jawline.
Right on the
just
chin,
above
man.
Right by the ear.
Yeah.
And you know what?
It was like right here.
It just goes to show you. Yeah. It just goes to show you the power of Barboza. And it's unfortunate because just before that, Burgos was winning this round, man. His combinations were on the mark.
I mean, we were just discussing who was winning the fight and saying how close of a fight it was. And, like, if it goes to a judge's decision, oh, wait, forget it, doesn't matter because knockout victory for Edson Barboza. Good God almighty.
Wow, man. That was crazy, man. I feel for
and the
Burgos
Yankees
because
won, too.
he was – Yankees! I'm glad he's okay, man, because I don't want to see some guy, have some, death in the ring,
Yeah, no. We don't want anything scary. But he's, back to his feet. He seems okay. He's, fine. He seems fine now, which is weird.
Yeah, but he's still going to go and do a CT scan.
Well, yeah, he
better.
better.
They're going to check it out. No, they will. That's automatic. I mean, he's doing okay. I'm sure he's going to think he's okay, and he is okay. But you know what? It was just that weird timing because he got hit hard, and his body was like a statue there. It didn't know what it had to do, and then the tilting went, and he dropped backwards. This guy, man, wow.
Barboza gets the win. He was the underdog in this fight as well. Barboza comes in.
Coming to featherweight, man, he's going to be
plus 130.
He's up there again.
And he was on Freddie's parlay. Right? Freddie.
Yep.
Team Fred.
Freddie's on fire. AJ just got blown out of the water, man.
Yep. Freddie is 1-0 in his parlay as well, with Edson Barboza coming through, plus 129 on his card. AJ's parlay just got busted because he took Shane Burgos.
Super chat. Well, it was looking good. Super chat. Who's super chatting?
Who dropped that super chat? Oh, Douglas Hepburn. Dropping the super chat. He says, Team Glenn W.O. Doug is a big fan of Glenn, and he says he just watched the AEW recap show from Wednesday night that he missed, I guess, watching live. He says, that was a messed up show. Sorry I missed it. Yeah, it was kind of out of control. Glenn was he was having a couple drinks. He was having a good time talking about all sorts of wild things. You never know what Glenn is going to do. And AJ, Glenn took your throne, actually. He took the throne from you. He took the crown. He is now the wildest, most unpredictable, most dangerous member of the Ringside Report Network somehow. He takes that from you. And Doug Hepburn, with that, I don't know if you knew, but you are now in the drawing for the hat. Every person who drops a super chat tonight is in the drawing for the hat that we will do right after the main event. And then we'll tell you how to get your hat. A special new Ringside Report Network hat. John Hedstrom and Doug Hepburn are both in the drawing. If you super chat, you could be in the drawing as well. No minimum super chat. Just drop a super chat,
Dave,
and you might win a hat tonight.
Dave,
Yeah.
I'm going to say one thing. I told you from way back. Glenn is whack. He's more nuts than I am. That's for sure. But together we make like the Abbott and Costello, man. We could do a lot of shit, man, together. But the one thing that Glenn doesn't have over me,
I said Glenn shouldn't be on the show tonight because I couldn't handle you and Glenn together by myself. I think I told Glenn I need stronger drugs for that. I need to be doing like some sort of psychedelics to be able to handle both of you at once. It's too much.
Dave,
my mind would explode.
Think of the ratings, man. You got to think of the ratings.
Well, we're going to do it. I know. We didn't have it set up yet for tonight, and when I was talking to Glenn about it, it was like an hour before the show, and I didn't want to have to set up names and set it all up. Yeah, well, we didn't have it planned. And usually Glenn on Saturday nights is in a hot tub with several ladies, so I didn't want to bother him.
So what, man? He could. Doesn't matter. He could do it from the hot tub. I mean,
well, we can't show a lot of that on YouTube. We'd get kicked off YouTube.
Why? The rest of them do it, dude. The rest of them do it. Why can't we, man?
No, that's on OnlyFans.
Think about it.
AJ.
Listen, I'm gonna say one thing. The only thing that Glenn doesn't have over me is having lunch with like Hollywood legends. That's the only thing. AJ manages to do this shit. That's the only thing. Once Glenn gets to the Hollywood legend, like, and don't come up with like those B actors. I'm talking like A+ list, Glenn. Once you get to those Hollywood actors and you have lunch with them and you drive their car, then he's got me beat. Till then, man, I think I still got the throne.
Okay. All right. You're still, well, that's not the throne we were talking about. The throne I was talking about is just being totally unpredictable and wild and just,
Glenn,
possibly the one that will get us finally kicked off YouTube. I thought it would be AJ, but now it might be Glenn. Surprisingly,
listen, man.
I didn't think that it would be him, but it might turn out to be him. We'll find out. Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Listen, just imagine me and Glenn challenging like Jake and Logan Paul, man. Wouldn't that be awesome? Now that's what you want, man. A mouth off and then a freaking show off. Like in the ring, on the mat, me and Glenn tag team. We should do it, man.
It's a good idea. Uh-oh.
Think about it. Imagine
Glenn just super chatted.
What did he say?
Glenn plus AJ equals money. Maybe I just let you and Glenn do a show together, and I just...
Why don't we do that, man?
No,
you just produce it, man.
That'd be dangerous.
It'll be like,
that'd be more dangerous. You need me to moderate that, otherwise things get really out of hand.
Here
you would never talk
T-Mac
about the
Hollywood.
fights. That's the thing. If you
dark.
and Glenn were on the show tonight with me, we would never even mention that there were fights going on in front of us. That's the problem.
You know what we're going to do? This is what we're going to do.
It would just be you guys like trying to one-up each other on the Hollywood stars that you have encountered. You'd be telling your Robert De Niro story and your Harvey Keitel story and then your Tony Robbins story, all your different stories that you have, that you get, your Prince Andrew stories, Angelina Jolie stories, whatever stories you have. You're going to bust all those out, and then I'm sure Glenn has stories, and he'll bust those out, and then that'll be the whole show, and I'll just be sitting here like, guys, do you just see that knockout? And you'll be like, yeah, but I saw Angelina Jolie in a hotel one time, and she looked at me, and I thought, hey, maybe one day, and then, of course, that didn't happen, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool story, guys. Charles Oliveira just spin-kicked Michael Chandler, and his head flew into the third row. Yeah, but I saw Robert De Niro one time in a restaurant. He was eating a sandwich. It was turkey, I think. You know, that's what the show would be, and I can't really handle that.
Actually, I hit him by mistake.
Yeah, you punched him in the face. You beat up Robert De Niro.
No.
Is this a full arena? Because there's a lot of empty seats,
full,
right?
Man.
There's a lot of empty seats.
You think so? I thought it looked pretty full, man.
And see, Johnny North is chiming in. He says the AJ and Glenn show would be amazing. But Glenn already jumping in. He goes, I know way more stars. So he's already like, you know.
No.
He doesn't want to name drop like you do.
Don't talk about like Garot and Celine Dion from Quebec, Glenn. We're talking like American actors here, man. Anyways, who cares about them? Isn't Hollywood done now? And by the way, I just want you to know, I saw a really good documentary on Netflix. I just finished watching it. Believe it or not, now I'm up to date who Selena was and all about her. Damn, she was a good singer. Damn, she was good. And it was a great documentary. I really feel bad for her, man. That sucks. Selena, watch it. Good singer.
You watched the Selena? Why? What happened? How'd she die? What happened to her?
She got murdered, dude. Her fucking... Yeah. Listen, we're not going to have any... anybody controlling our fan
She
club
got
or whatever.
murdered.
Glenn, remember that? She got murdered by her fan, like her
A crazy
top
fan?
you know?
Really?
No, her fan was actually monitoring her fan club, and the girl was stealing from Selena. Like, she was completely whacked, and she's actually coming out in 2025. I did a whole research on this. Anyways, she was stealing money from her and everything, and Selena had to like find out like where all this money is missing, and she was actually trying to defend this girl, and her family was like telling her not to, and Selena, because she was so awesome and like good-hearted, she went to go help this girl, her fan club, like whatever her name was, and she ended up getting killed, man. She got shot right in the back.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at that.
Think about it.
That's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at Glenn's comment. Is he talking about Selena? Yes, that's what it's come to. And imagine if you were on the show too, Glenn. Imagine what would happen. And we have Viviane Araujo walking to the cage right now. Caitlin Chukagian will be walking out next.
Bum bum.
Yeah. A pretty sweet opener for the pay-per-view. Nice knockout there from Edson Barbosa on Shane Burgos. I mean, it was scary for a second, but in retrospect, it was a pretty awesome knockout, right? It's pretty awesome.
Dude, that was a
Doug
classic
Hepburn
knockout.
chiming in, talking about the movie with J-Lo was decent. We're really going deep on the Selena talk for some reason right now. I didn't see the Selena documentary. You recommend it, AJ? You like it?
I'm telling you, AJ loves it. I'm telling you to watch it because it was really good acting. The girl that's playing Selena, she's awesome. I'm telling you, it was a great documentary, and then it was like accurate because actually the sister of Selena is one of the executive producers.
Stop.
What?
The girl that's playing Selena? Is this a documentary? Yeah. I don't understand. There's reenactments?
No, it's not a documentary. It's a Netflix.
It's a movie.
Whatever you call it, docuseries. But yeah, she's playing Selena, but she looks like her.
Do you know what a documentary is, AJ?
Yeah, not a full documentary. It's a docuseries, whatever you call it on Netflix, whatever that bullshit is now.
Do you know what a docuseries is?
Like Ozark.
Okay, so it's a fictional series.
It's not fictional, man. It's based on true facts, Dave.
Oh, my God.
What do you think this is, a Disney Channel with Jake Paul?
It's based on a true story, right?
Well, yeah, that's not based.
So
it is
it's
a true story,
fictionalized version of a true story.
Yes.
So it is fiction. It's not a documentary, AJ. You're like, you presented this as a documentary, and then you said it was a docu-series.
A docu-series.
The prefix docu is for documentary, and a documentary is a film or a series, you know.
Listen,
that's
man,
not
I don't
with
make the
actors
rules,
unless there's some reenactments in it, which sometimes happen in documentaries. But documentaries tend to be, you know.
It's called the series. It's called the series.
It's a series,
okay, big deal.
Well, I mean, there's a big difference between a fictional series and a documentary.
Yeah, but I think it's in the.
Was The Godfather a documentary on the mafia, AJ?
Yes, it's based on certain people that.
But it's not a documentary. You don't know what
it's not a documentary.
That's what I'm saying to you.
I wish I could come through that camera right now.
Come over. Come get me. What are you
I'm gonna give you the Moonix.
Yeah.
Listen,
you can't come over till you're fully vaccinated. Stay away from me.
Is that what's happening?
I think so.
I wonder if Glenn's getting vaccinated.
He is. He got one already. Everybody on the team is getting vaccinated. Glenn got a shot. Johnny got his shot already. I'm getting one on Tuesday.
It's only me and Freddie.
You and I don't think Freddie has one yet. I don't know if he's getting it.
You,
for some reason, have not signed up. You're one of those guys who hasn't signed up for, you're a no-shot guy. I don't really know why. A lot of people, who are, like, getting shots and stuff are very mad at the no-shot people, But you and I are friends, and you don't care that I'm a shot guy and you're a no-shot guy, and I don't care you're a no-shot guy. We're still friends.
I love everybody, man.
I still like you.
I don't care where you are.
I refuse to be around you until you get both your vaccines. Until you have your shots, AJ. You're not safe.
I can't wait. Listen, today I was talking to Lucy and all the rest. I was like, I can't wait to get back in the studio.
Is she getting her shot?
She's getting her shot.
She's getting her shot. Okay, so your girlfriend, your son's mother, is getting her shot. And does she want you to get one too? Because my son's mother, she didn't even wait. She made my appointment for me. I woke up in the morning. I have an email. It's like, yeah, your appointment's in 2 weeks. I was like, what? What is this? What happened?
What?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
She makes medical appointments for me because she knows I'm not going to do it. That's what you need. Lucy just needs to take control. Be like, yeah, I'm going to make a shot appointment for you, AJ. You're just going to get it. And then you'll be able to be around people again. You know, I think that's really what it is. Like, people aren't going to let people be around other people unless they're
getting
like
stressed.
double vaccinated and stuff. It's just so funny. It's just so funny that you're just like, you haven't got it. You could have had it like weeks ago, and you're just like, nah, I don't know about this. I'm a little scared. You're just scared. You're just like, nervous or maybe whatever. I'm not scared. I hope there's like mutant stuff in there. I want to turn into a Ninja Turtle. I hope this shot turns me into
what happens if you just turn into a turtle?
Well,
what's gonna happen?
I'm already like half a ninja, so I figure I'll be like a Ninja Turtle. But fully adult male Ninja Turtle, not a teenage adult male mutant Ninja Turtle, not teenage. All right, Chukagian versus Araujo is up. I've got Chukagian. She's on my parlay. AJ has got Araujo. She was on his parlay, but his parlay is bustido.
Finito. Postito.
Freddie didn't pick this fight on his parlay. So this is a big fight for me. Caitlin Chukagian.
So, Dave, watch a Netflix series, Selena.
Well, it's a fictional series about Selena.
Just watch it. It's based on her life,
less interesting to me than a documentary or even a docuseries on Selena. A fictionalized version.
It, man. Watch
I don't think I'm going to watch it, to be
honest.
I know it's like, based on, but it's still
true to the facts, man.
Yeah, okay, but the conversations that they're having, AJ, they never actually had. They may have had versions of those conversations, but they're not word for word.
Listen, the sister Suzette is one of the executive producers on this.
Yeah, okay.
Series.
So the family
it's very
has
accurate.
the blessing, but yeah, you know the movie they did about the NWA, where they had like actors playing the NWA. That wasn't a documentary, right? It was a fictionalized account of their story. Anyways, Araujo looking pretty good, landing some good punches early on Chukagian. Chukagian having some trouble coming in there. Yeah, all right, take it easy. I told you that Jacare was going to lose.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Listen, the only thing with this fight is, like, if you look at Chukagian, she's a taller fighter, but their reach is exactly the same. And when it comes to jiu-jitsu, man, Araujo is you're going to see. If she can get her to the ground, she'll submit her.
I don't know about that.
She's off the charts when it comes to, like, submission.
I think she might have trouble getting her to the ground, but right now she's winning the stand-up, so she doesn't really need to take her to the ground. She's landing some good leg kicks. She's landing some good punches. Yeah, that's not something we expected. But Chukagian's taking some good punches so far. 2 minutes into the first round.
Man, did you notice something tonight? I was looking at Joe Rogan, and I was like, he looks a bit Magane tonight, man.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, he looks a little rough. I was looking at his hand. At one point, I was looking at his hand, and he's like, I don't know what the hell was up with his hand.
Oh, he's got like a skin thing. Oh, man. Chukagian dipping low and took a nice left hand to the face, man. Chukagian has seemingly no answer right now for Araujo striking. Like, Araujo is just landing at will, and Chukagian's really having trouble landing anything. Oh, there's a couple punches there for Chukagian that land, but not much.
Yeah, and if you look at her stats, if you look at Vivian, her stats, man, she started with wins over Talita Bernardo, Alexis Davis. She suffered a setback with a loss to Jessica I. Then she came back and she beat Montana De La Rosa, which is impressive, and Roxanne Modafferi. So this girl has seen like some pretty experienced fighters. Mm-hmm. That's why I was telling you, Dave. You know, I didn't think that Chukagian could beat her.
Well,
but it's still early in the fight.
Chukagian's starting to find a rhythm a little bit here. Kind of around 3 minutes in, she started to land some punches. She's starting to find her range a little bit, and she's starting to look a little bit better. You know, Araujo might have been pressuring. You know, you see that a lot in fights. You know, fighters come in very aggressive early, and they can't keep that pace. And Chukagian's very smart. She's figuring out what she needs to do here. She's landing kicks to the body. She's landing some punches. She's looking a little bit better here. And now Araujo's going for the takedown with about a minute left here in the first round. As Chookagian starts to land, Araujo decides, all right, it's time to go to the ground. But Chookagian defending well so far against the cage.
I was just laughing, man, because I was looking at a comment from Johnny and another one from Glenn, man. They killed me. Actually, Johnny was right. I talked about Cobra Kai and how good it was of a series. And look, man, it was awesome.
A lot of people like it.
Cobra Kai. Exactly. I
it,
told you, man. I'm like,
no, well, it's fine. I'm not interested. I'm sure a lot of people like this Selena show you're talking about. I'm just telling you I'm not going to watch it. I'm not interested.
What
I got
a good
other things
singer.
to watch.
What a great singer.
I'm going to watch WrestleMania Backlash tomorrow night. All right? WrestleMania Backlash tomorrow. We're going to do the post show with Johnny tomorrow.
Big John.
Well, Araujo and Chookagian exchanging some knees to the body against the fence. Araujo working for that takedown as the round ends, not able to get it. And the first round is in the books. I think Araujo probably wins that first round. She controlled the first 3 minutes of this round, but the last 2 minutes, Chookagian seemed to be gaining some momentum. So we'll see what happens in the second round. Interesting fight.
She couldn't do much. Look in the clinch, man. She generally that's her game in the clinch, and she was able to do absolutely nothing with that. So second round is going to be. I'm telling you, Vivian won this first round. Second round, I'm telling you, if it gets to the ground,
I'm telling you,
it's going to be something. I'm telling you, it's going to be to the ground submission. I hope she submits her, man.
Okay.
So I blew it with Burgos, but the rest of the card, I think I'm going to come through. If you just went with the straight wins. Let's see, what other facts do I have here?
AJ's still so salty that his parlay's busted. That's really what it is. You're just so mad that you're already out.
He was doing well, man.
And I could, yeah, he was doing well. But hey, you know, it was a beautiful knockout. You know.
Hey, so what did you hear the news about Oscar De La Hoya and GSP, like with this boxing match thing? Have you heard about it? What's up with this shit?
I don't.
What is up with this?
What happened? Oh, nice push kick. Knocks Araujo to the ground. Nice push kick there from Chookagian. See, Chookagian's landed more with those kicks to the body. Her kicking game is starting to come through. She's looking a lot better standing up than she was in the first couple of minutes of the fight. She's starting to figure out what to do here. I'm telling you, AJ, I wouldn't count out Caitlin Chookagian ever.
No, for sure. I mean, you know what? This card is one of those cards where it could go either or.
A lot of these fights are very, very close. Very tough to call, a lot of these ones. And Chookagian's starting to come on strong here in the second round. Landed a good right hand. Nice kicks to the body. Araujo seems like she slowed down a little bit, right? She's not landing as much. Chookagian's slipping out. Nice head movement there to evade some punches. Chookagian throws a kick. Araujo catches the kick, though, and does get a takedown. That was big, AJ. That's what you were looking for, right? The takedown from Araujo. Takes her down. She has her inside. Chookagian looking to regain the guard. Chookagian is good, though.
Good.
She trains with a really good jiu-jitsu team. The Henzo Gracie team in New York.
Henzo.
She's not bad, you know. She knows what she's doing on the ground as well.
Antoinette
dropping the super chat.
Antoinette, man. I haven't heard from
What's up, Antoinette?
In a while. Antoinette.
Araujo looking for that one-arm guillotine choke.
So Antoinette
she's trying to get she's trying to get the mount here so she could finish that choke. Oh, she's got Chookagian in a really tough spot, throwing hands to the body, but
come on,
Chookagian's got to be real careful here. If she gets mounted, she's going to be in trouble. Oh, she gets mounted, but Araujo lost the guillotine. But Chookagian on the bottom mount, this is not where you want to be. This is a bad spot, and she's just trying to hold on. She's not really doing much to defend or get out. She's just kind of got a body lock on Araujo, and trying not to get hit too much. But
Antoinette,
she's in trouble here on the bottom.
Selena. I'm sure Antoinette would have appreciated my Selena like
sure.
Brock.
Oh, Chukagian's in big trouble here on the ground right now.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Antoinette was a
pretty
huge Madonna
strong top
fan.
game.
I told you, Dave, if she takes like
yeah, well, she definitely has an advantage in the jiu-jitsu right now.
Submission game is like way above Chukagian. Way above.
Uh-huh. Well, she's having trouble taking her she's having trouble. Oh, big knee! Big punches as Chukagian gets back to her feet. She had trouble submitting her, wasn't able to do it, and this fight is standing again. And Araujo looks pretty tired. She doesn't really have really legs under her. It seems like that took a lot of effort, and Chukagian's landing some good punches now as they're back up. Oh, man, a nice 1-2 from Chukagian. Yeah, that took a lot of energy out of Araujo. You could tell, man, when they got back to their feet, Araujo was like, ooh, rough ski.
Man, she had the opportunity to get that triangle choke. She just didn't capitalize on it, man. She got caught in the half guard again, and then it was downhill from there. But there was a point where she had that opportunity for that triangle, and she didn't capitalize. She didn't push her head into that arm.
Chukagian defended really well.
She did.
Antoinette now in the drawing for the hat. You super chat, you could win a hat.
Super chat.
Antoinette is in the drawing. Doug Hepburn is in the drawing. John Hedstrom is in the drawing. Glenn, you're not in the drawing because you're part of the Ringside Report team, so I'm sorry, you're not.
Yeah, don't be like Freddie. Don't be like Freddie. The last time we did like a giveaway, we had like all kinds of people that entered, and guess who entered? Freddie entered, and he won. It was like
that won't happen.
It wasn't even planned. It wasn't even part of the joke. But Freddie won. Did he get it, by the way, or did he give it away?
I don't know.
Did you hear me?
What happened?
I don't know.
I was watching the fight.
Oh, by the way, listen, Antoinette says she was a big Madonna fan. Have a good memory, man.
They're seeing to see if maybe Chukagian tapped. No, she didn't tap. She was just looking for her hand to grip her other hand. I don't think that was a tap.
Let's see that. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Yeah, you're going to say it's a tap. Of course, I know you're going to say it's a tap. Yeah, of course, AJ. I don't think that was a tap.
She looked like she tapped,
my God.
man.
Here we go. So, of course, you think Araujo won that round, right? You don't think that Chukagian did enough at the end of the round to beat her up, to win the round? No? I think Chukagian probably has to put her away here.
And you know what? It looks so close to her tapping. It's one of those things
It looked like she was going and trying to grab, because she's trying to look for her other hand. I don't think that was a tap. I really don't.
Man, oh man, I don't know, Dave.
And it's not like she loosened her grip on any of it after that.
No.
Coming into the third round here, I think Chukagian's probably down 2-0. She's going to have to look for a finish if she wants to win. Chukagian looking good on the feet right now. But I really do think she's got to finish her. She's got to put her away. She's got to knock her out because she's probably down 2-0.
That's what I think.
Yeah. She spent a lot of time in bad positions there in the second round. She lost a good chunk of that first round.
You see, when Chukagian uses her front kick and uses her leg game, she can win this fight. But that's her game is the kicking game. Her Taekwondo like background, all that kind of stuff. You know, she's got to use it a lot more. She's got to keep Vivian away because Vivian is going to want to take her back down to the ground. And if she does, she's winning this third round. She's won the fight. That front kick, man. Use it more. Come on, man. And she keeps those arms low, man. I don't like that. She drops her arms all the time by her hips. You see that, Dave?
Yeah. Super chat. Patrick C. Hamilton dropping that super chat. Thank you, Patrick. No tap. He says no tap. And also no hat. He doesn't wear hats. All right, he doesn't want to be in the draw. Okay, Patrick. No hat for you.
No hat for you.
Oof.
But can he get something else, Dave?
I mean, we're giving away a hat tonight, so sorry.
That's it?
That's just what we're doing. You want to give something away, AJ? You got something?
I got a bottle of water.
I got a hat. Yeah. That's not good. So, Super Chat, get a hat. You'll be in the drawing, but Patrick doesn't want to be in the drawing. Glenn does, but he's not allowed to be. So, there's there's a deal.
Don't be a Freddy. Johnny's not allowed either. So, Johnny, you're out.
That's right, Johnny.
And I don't think Johnny wears caps. I'm not sure.
I've never seen one.
I'm trying to think if I ever saw Johnny. Johnny's got that lock, man, like a wild stallion, man.
I think Johnny might have cut his
hair. What? No way.
I saw a picture of him in a mask in a barber's chair. Yeah, I think he got a big haircut.
Jesus, there goes his strength.
I'm not sure.
Goodbye, Johnny.
We'll find out tomorrow night on the WrestleMania Backlash post show right here on the Ringside Report Network. Right now, Chukagian's landing some jabs on Araujo, but not much happening right now in the fight. About 2 minutes left. Chukagian needs to be a little bit more aggressive if she wants to, pick up the finish here. Nice uppercut by Chukagian, but Araujo is still right there. She's got a good chin. She's got some swelling on her eye there, and she seems to be having trouble, but Chukagian just not able to quite put her away. She looks like she's in control of this fight right now, in control of this round. But I don't think it'll be enough for her to win the fight. About 90 seconds here left in this one. Araujo and Chukagian.
But if you notice one thing, every time Vivian throws a punch, it doesn't matter what angle or whatnot, she's always snapping back Chukagian. Like, she has a lot of power behind those punches. And it's impressive that she's going toe-to-toe with her. I thought it would be more like, take her up against the octagon and try to bring her down to take that top control, which she did in the second round.
She tried for a takedown there, wasn't able to get it.
But still, it was a lot of control, and that round went to Vivian.
Ooh, nice 1-2 from Chukagian. She's landing some good shots, but Vivian is still right there moving forward. Chukagian doesn't seem to have the power to put her away. But she's landing a hell of a lot in this third round. You can't deny Chukagian's winning this round, right, AJ? I mean, come on. You're going to deny it?
I wouldn't say that she's not, but it's not like an impressive win.
She's definitely winning this round. She's picking her apart. She's landing every punch. I mean, there's about 20 seconds left in this fight, and Chukagian's for sure won the third round, but probably a 10-9, and she probably lost the first two 10-9. That's how I see it. 29-28 out of
But then again, you never know what's going to happen.
You never know with judges.
27 rounds were given out tonight, so.
And the fight is over.
And people were freaking out.
We're going to the judges. Yeah, looks like Araujo probably takes this one. 29-28. Chukagian doesn't even raise her hands. She knows she lost. Oh, well. There goes Dave's parlay. Hey, AJ, you're just cheering for everybody's parlay to get busted tonight, eh? What's your problem? You're the worst, AJ.
Damn, Burgos, you ruined it for me, man, because if the rest all come out, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Can't be released yet.
That's how it works, AJ.
Like Morris Green. Morris Green is done.
I think Chukagian probably won the third round. I mean, it was a good fight. Araujo with a big takedown, catching a kick in the second that was really huge for her because Chukagian was starting to land some good strikes there towards the end of the first round. She was leading on the feet, but then she throws that kick, and she gets taken down in the second, and it was that was it. That was the fight, really. That was the fight. She wasn't able to get out from under Araujo with enough time left in the second round to salvage it, and she should wind up winning here, Araujo, a decision. We'll see, though. AJ, you want to give away that bucket?
No way, man. This is a classic, dude. You know how hard it is? Look at this classic. Nothing like having KFC at the UFC. That was my slogan. I remember at one point, like a couple of years back, I was saying it all the time. And next thing you know, on all the French channels for UFC, they were just like blasting the shit out of KFC. They were listening to us, those motherfuckers. They were. And
what?
What is this? Brand?
What?
What?
What? Caitlin Chukagian has won 29-28, 29-28,
there you go,
30-27.
There you go.
Unanimous decision on all three judges' scorecards. What? Team
That's
Dave
ridiculous.
is still alive.
Come
Forget
on.
Team Fred, Johnny North. Team Dave. Did Fred have Chukagian too? No.
Come on, Dave.
Johnny
Isn't
North
that
is
bullshit? Let's be honest.
What? Yeah, I'll take
Bullshit.
it. I'll take it though. That's money in the bank.
No,
I'm
for you, it's money in
surprised.
the bank,
I'm very
that's
surprised. So this is Team Dave. I had Muniz, Chukagian, and all we need is Dariush to come through for Team Dave's parlay tonight. Team Dave. Why are you so mad, AJ? Why are you so mad, Team Dave?
Bullshit.
I'm surprised,
Bullshit,
but,
man.
you know,
Fuck. That's like a capital bullshit,
I don't
man.
see 30-27. I thought she lost the first round, but I could see maybe the second round because she did land some good strikes. The third round for sure. But
Dave,
I thought
round,
she lost 29-28. I thought she lost the first two rounds. I don't know, man. I thought she lost the first two rounds. I'm surprised as hell.
Listen, man.
Whoa.
Tonight's judging, man, is so questionable. It's ridiculous. When it's going to the judges' hands, it's going the opposite way. Whoever you think is going to win, it's going the other way. Whoever you think deserves to win, it's going the other way. If it's not a knockout or a submission, forget it. It's one of those nights. And somebody's asking, who was it? Brandon Wolf asking Ferguson or Darius?
I'm seeing people online. A lot of people, scored at 29-28 for Chukagian. A lot of people scored it the other way. It was a close fight. I think there were some close rounds there. But the 30-27 is a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
Goldberg's
Who's there?
in the house.
Was Goldberg there?
Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg? I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was choking Sarah, man.
I was looking down. Oh, okay.
Goldberg choking Sarah.
Yeah, whatever. Goldberg. I don't need to see Goldberg anymore. I don't need to see
Why,
Goldberg
man?
in WWE or in the UFC. Oldberg. Yeah, I don't know, man. That was a close fight, I guess. I thought Araujo won, but I'll take it for Team Dave. What?
I'll tell you, man.
30-27 is a little weird. That's a little weird.
It is a little weird. No, it's extremely weird. Like tonight's.
But the first two rounds, man, the first round was tight,
man.
The judges? The first round was tight.
Who's the judges?
The second round, okay, Araujo got a takedown, and she looked to try and get some submissions, but she didn't land any, and on the feet, she lost most of the exchanges. So, I'm making the case right now for a 30-27 Caitlin Chukagian, okay? First round, she won because Araujo landed a few punches in the first half, but the second half, Chukagian, she took control of the second half of the first round. The second round, she was controlling the feet. She got taken down. She got put into dangerous positions, but she got back to her feet and landed some good strikes. And the third round was obviously hers. 30-27 Caitlin Chukagian isn't that crazy. It's not that crazy. I was surprised by it because I thought Araujo might have won 29-28. But look, when you have those first two rounds that are kind of like the first round especially, where Chukagian lost the first half, but the second half she won, how do you score that round? It depends who you think had the more impactful strikes. Do you score the second half of the round more? Because, I don't know. But, it's definitely questionable. It's definitely a questionable scorecard. You can question it. But Caitlin Chukagian winning that fight isn't the craziest thing I've seen. 29-28 makes more sense to me than 30-27, even though I did score it for Viviane Araujo 29-28.
Which made sense.
Fighting is
crazy.
Thought
exactly. It is, man. And I don't know what people in the chat are saying who deserved the win or who they thought won that.
Who won that fight, people? Who won that fight? Patrick C. Hamilton is happy, though, because he's still alive. Team Dave. And that's what we're talking about, AJ. That's all we want. All we want is somebody to win.
Listen.
All we want, it doesn't matter about Team AJ. It matters about Team Dave and whoever the Ringside Report Network believes in, whoever the Ringside Report Universe puts their faith in, and that is Team Dave, because Team Dave is the most consistent member of the team. Yay. And we are 2-0 so far. All we need is Beneil Dariush to cash in, and we win. We got Muniz, the underdog, to beat Jacare. Told you it was going to happen, AJ. Jacare is just,
Listen, man.
And Chukagian, that was, hey, nice. And then Dariush, we just need Dariush, and then we get a clean sweep on the parlay.
Look, Jacare, like, you know what? That was, surprising in the sense that he got submitted, and not only submitted, but had his arm pretty much broken. No one would have thought of that. I mean, even if you picked that on like a straight win and you took like the submission, I mean, the payout would have been really, really good. Because, Jacare could have probably lost by like TKO, maybe by decision. But to see Jacare get submitted, you know what? No one saw that coming. Except Muniz. And damn, was it a good submission.
Oh, there's Goldberg.
See the way he mounted him? Goldberg, Sarah, look at Sarah. Look how he's getting a little red there. Goldberg really has a... He's the best. I'm telling you, Matt Serra is... I love to party with that guy. That guy is like the best. I love his DVD. Yeah, I guess his DVD videos on Jiu-Jitsu. I like him as a commentator. I like his podcast. Matt Serra, man, is awesome. I love
Doug
Sarah,
Hepburn
man.
says, I thought Araujo won, but second guessed after the replay of the knees. Yep. Serious knees from Caitlin Chukagian. Good fight, man. Interesting fight. And now we have another fight.
Selena.
Rogerio
I hear Selena's
Bontorin
song.
versus Matt Schnell. Is this a Selena song, really? Somebody else has been inspired by the show? I don't think it is, AJ. I think you're just excited.
Well, I'm trying to hear it. I heard like some Latin... Selena, what a great series.
We will be doing the draw for the hat coming up after the main event tonight of Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira. We're giving away a brand new Ringside Report Network hat right after the main event. You drop a super chat, you are in the random drawing. It'll be a random 10 times drawing. Put you guys in the randomizer. I do it 10 times, and whoever comes out number one on the list after 10 times is the winner. Right now we got, who do we have? John Hedstrom is in. Doug Hepburn is in. Antoinette is in. I want to put Patrick in, but he didn't want to go in.
Come on, Pat. Just take the hat. Give it to somebody you know. It doesn't matter.
That's pretty good. John Hedstrom, Doug Hepburn, and Antoinette right now. Only 3 people right now have super chatted to be in the drawing, so they each have a really good chance of winning. They have a really good chance.
Be in it, man.
Well, he said he doesn't wear hats. He doesn't wear hats. I don't really wear hats either. I get that too. You know, you are always wearing a hat. Freddie is always wearing a hat, and that's why you and Freddie are going to be rocking the brand new Ringside Report Network hats here very soon. Soon as we get them shipped out to, you'll get them at the same time as the winner gets them tonight. So we'll have them all shipped out real soon.
You got the right one for me, right? I wanted the gray with the black beat.
Don't you worry.
Yes. Nice, man.
Put in the order tonight. You'll be getting one soon.
I'm going to be rocking that.
Yep. But I don't really wear hats, so I'm going to get a...
and I told Glenn, I don't know if Glenn heard, but I said what Dave needs to do, Glenn, is he needs to get like some ringside like underwear. Boxers, G-strings, all that kind of stuff. It's not only about the guys, it's about the ladies too.
Stop trying to see me in my underwear all the time. Why are you always trying to get me naked on the show? What's your problem?
I don't want to say anything, but this week's topic on like our ringside chat room got a little crazy, man. It all started with
Well, because you felt insecure after I told you what my shoe size was. You were like, "Oh, that's pretty big, Dave." Really? You're
the size of your hands and your feet like indicate the size of your
you felt really and then Fred had to chime in too. Fred was like on the chat saying, "Hey." Oh, Patrick C. Hamilton. Dropping a super chat. And he says, if I win, give it to Glenn. Put me in the draw as Glenn. All right, fine. Fine, Patrick. You can win. You could be proxy.
G-Mac.
You could be the proxy. And he's got Glenn WO women's gear. He's got Glenn WO thongs for all the ladies he puts in the hot tub. Or that I don't think he doesn't put them. They go there under their own free will. Patrick C. Hamilton, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Number one fan. You are the super chat leader of the night as well, Patrick. Thank you.
Dave, you know what you should do? You should get Glenn to design like all the ladies wear. I'm telling you, the guy has talent.
I mean, yeah, okay. We'll talk about it.
Not only is he good at submission,
we never finished to talk about how you and Fred felt bad because. And then Fred was talking about how the hand size doesn't really, it's hand size and something like, I don't know. You guys, I mentioned, I got a new pair of shoes, size 10.5, and you and Fred just, I don't know. You guys feeling inadequate over there? You all right, AJ? And now, and then I said,
talking about the pics.
Yeah, I said, well, why don't we just, to settle this, guys? If you guys are feeling so bad, I think we could just send each other dick pics, and then we could just look at each other's penises, and then we just know, and then there's no more wondering, or And let's be honest, we're talking about a difference of inches here, And then this is what we talk about. We talk about penises. It's inches, and inches is like a minute. It's a very small measurement, inches. So when you're like, 6 inches, 7 inches, it doesn't really matter. A penis they all kind of look the same.
It's all
roughly.
about inches.
I mean, there's a difference between 6 and 12. I mean, you could obviously see a difference there, and 12 seems. I mean, I don't have a 12-inch penis. That seems crazy. That's kind of freak show size, right? AJ, do you have a 12-inch penis? Could you imagine having? I wouldn't want a 12-inch penis. I don't think that seems crazy. You can't talk like that. Well, I mean, 12 inches is ridiculous. I mean, do you realize?
Well,
it's like a large Subway sandwich, man. Like, do you really want a penis that long?
That's pretty long, man. That's a foot long, man.
That's what I'm talking about. 12 inches is a foot. Do you not know that?
That's crazy.
More
I'm going to tell you something.
know.
I don't know if you recall. I'm sure you're too young for this, but some people will remember like John Holmes. I know Glenn does. John Holmes was like a famous porn star who had the 12-inch baston. And I don't know if he's alive. I think he probably passed away, the poor guy. They buried him and his dick like in 2 different coffins.
Baston! Is that something people say, or is that just you?
No, that's an Italian word.
Baston.
Like, the big baston. It's a slang, NVG talk, Jersey talk. Listen, what was I going to get? You know why this shit happened? I'm going to tell you why we started talking about dick pics and all kind of weird stuff.
Schnell versus Bontarin. Let me just interrupt you for a second here, AJ, to talk about the fights before you start talking about your penis some more. Matt Schnell versus Rogerio Bontarin are fighting right now. Glenn needs Schnell to win for his parlay. He's got a new parlay. His old parlay got busted when Grundy lost, but now he's got a new parlay with Schnell that he needs Schnell to win. So good luck to Glenn and Schnell. I'd take Schnell to win this fight, I think, but I don't really. I don't know much about either guy, so it's hard for me to pick. But I would go with
5 of his last 6.
Schnell.
I mean, he's doing well.
He's the favorite, minus 175, so it does make sense that he would win. But I don't really know these guys too well, right? Who are these guys?
Schnell.
Yeah, I mean, I know their names, but past that, I'm just not super familiar with them. They're pretty good. This is a catchweight fight at 137. Somebody missed weight. Who missed weight? Was it Schnell?
Not sure, man.
No, Bontarin. Oh, this fight was supposed to be Alex Perez and Matt Schnell at flyweight, but then Perez had to pull out of the fight, so Bontarin stepped in. And then the fight was moved to bantamweight, and Bontarin missed weight. So Schnell is fighting above his weight against a guy who's also missed weight, but he's the taller fighter, and he looks bigger. So Schnell seems like a guy who could fight at 135 and 125. Doesn't seem like a small 135, right? The guy he's fighting seems small.
Not at all.
Bontarin seems like the small guy. Bontarin's 5'5". Schnell is 5'8". Pretty tall for a 125er, actually. Right, at flyweight, you don't see too many guys 5'8". Schnell and Bontarin. So, AJ, you were going to tell a story about
No, I was going to say the whole
nice
reason.
Kick to the body
the
from
whole reason
Schnell.
that shit came.
Schnell's looking good.
All
Sorry,
that came.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say.
Go ahead,
The
AJ.
reason why is because we were talking about like Joshua Fabia on Thursday and the School of Self-Awareness, which technically I think me and Glenn and maybe Johnny North, we should like enroll to this guy's school and like see what happens from there. But ever since we started talking about Joshua Fabia and all this kind of crazy stuff with Diego Sanchez and maybe they're lovers and all this kind of stuff and like dicks and all this kind of stuff swinging, that's where it all came from. It was all because of his fault. So we got to blame Fabia even for that.
No, it was actually when we brought out the shoes that I had, and I mentioned what size they were, and you were just really surprised by that, and then you kind of took it a step further.
Well,
Schnell looking really good, man. Schnell is good. He's got some really fast hands. He's landed some good punches. I mean, you told me. You took him in your parlay. Oh, he just got dropped with a leg kick, though. Bontarin seems to have the power advantage. He's shorter, a little thicker. But Schnell is moving around really well. I'm impressed with Schnell. He's fast, good hands, aggressive. I like Schnell. Schnell's not so bad.
He's got a bad haircut, mind you, but he's good.
This is a smoke break fight, though, right? Like, if you're gonna take a break during this pay-per-view, this is the one you kind of skip because the next one is the. There's two guys that you never really heard of, and then the next one is Tony Ferguson, Beneil Dariush. So,
And if Freddie was on the show, definitely
he'd be taking a smoke break for sure.
He'd be like, guys, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
It's that time. I'll be back. And then Freddie would freeze. Yeah, and you actually think it's like a frozen Fred, but it's actually Fred because he actually stood still for 10 minutes without moving. It's not a postcard cutout. It's actually Fred. Remember it happened to us like a couple of weeks back? We're like, did Freddie? Oh, he froze. And the next, Freddie's like, no, I'm here still.
You want to know why Fred's not here, AJ?
Yeah, what the hell's going on, man?
Because he sent us this picture at like 11 this morning.
Oh,
that's why he's not here.
Yeah.
That's why Fred's not here. Because he sent this before noon. I don't know. He's buying liquor. I don't know what he's doing, but Fred's not here. But I think he's going to the zoo tomorrow, like at 7 a.m. or something. Fred, he's like an early riser. He's not even watching these pay-per-views. He's asleep by now. Fred is sleeping. Antoinette's like, where is Fred? He's asleep because of the Johnny Walker and also because I think the Johnny Walker put him to sleep, and now he's going to wake up at like 4 a.m. tomorrow to go to the zoo. So he's taking his family to the zoo. What are you going to say to that?
And even without the...
No, Fred, you have to do the watch-along. Fuck the zoo, What are you going to say? All right, Fred.
Got to give Freddie a break.
Johnny North says, Fred is sus. Since when do you use the term sus, Johnny? Since when do you say sus? Like suspect.
What does that mean?
But like it's a very like slangy term that Johnny only uses in text form. I could not picture Johnny saying sus. But I've seen him say it a couple times now in the chat, and I'm like, you don't say sus, Johnny. What are you talking about? No, Fred is sus. Where are you from, Johnny? What are you talking about? Talking all slang term. If you know Johnny, that is not something that he would say in real life. But on the internet, he says it. It's just funny to me. John, you're hilarious. I love you, buddy. Follow your dreams.
So sus means
nice
suspect.
Head kick
so
there from Schnell to open up the second round. Sorry, AJ. Go ahead.
So basically, Johnny thinks that Freddie's up to no good. Like I usually say, when Freddie goes to Oliveira, I said, oh, he's at a strip joint for sure. I know Freddie's going to some strip joint.
Yep.
I know, because I've been to Oliveira.
I know, and you love their adult entertainment there, right? You can't wait to go back when this pandemic's over.
Actually,
you're going to be first in line.
Montreal had much better adult entertainment. But now, it's done.
No entertainment at all. Not for adults, not for children.
The size of elephants.
Except for you, right here on the Ringside Report
Politics,
Network. You know what I'm saying?
Language issues, COVID.
What are you talking about?
No jiu-jitsu, no Muay Thai fights. We got all kinds of problems here in Montreal now. And now we have
Bontarin and
GSP wanting
Schnell
to fight
in the
Oscar
second
De La Hoya.
round. Yeah, what's the story with that? GSP wanted to box De La Hoya. When was this?
Not
though?
wanting. Now, like it's like in the talks. Like there's some kind of like I guess everybody and it's Thriller that wants to host it on top of it all.
Oh my God!
So
really?
yes, I'm telling you. So there's some talks right now that George is going to box Oscar De La Hoya on a Thriller fight card, and with the money and all that kind of stuff, this shit might happen. So we're not going to see George in like the UFC or fighting Khabib.
I
Or
got
fighting
George ground and pound.
Connor.
Second round.
No, but this boxing dude, there's
So
there's
what?
no
I'm
ground
not
and pound,
impressed.
man.
I'm not impressed by his performance. I don't care. GSP.
I'm telling you, man.
135.
Thriller. So we're gonna have no choice to watch another Thriller event.
You
know we're watching it.
I mean, if George is on anything, if George is fighting, I'll have to watch it. I hate Triller as a promotion.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to listen
terrible.
to Justin Bieber again.
Yeah.
I don't mind Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop Dogg, but man,
put Action Bronson on the next Triller pay-per-view. I watch that shit. Put Action Bronson on there. I watch him all day. You like that guy? You know who he is? You have no idea.
Who?
Yeah.
Hey, talk about like.
He's a rapper. He's
Austin.
Very good, AJ. I think
What's
you
his
might
name?
actually like
Austin.
Action Bronson. It's good, like dad rap. Really good dad
rap. I like Biggie. That's it.
Yeah.
But,
right. And Vanilla Ice, right?
And Vanilla Ice. Woo woo! Toronto.
Vanilla Ice is not from Toronto.
I keep thinking he's always from Toronto. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, he's from Toronto. But that's
just
Drake.
Because his last name is Ice doesn't mean he's Canadian. Schnell continuing to look good here, landing a nice right hand. Bontarin, though, he's coming forward. He's having trouble landing, though, Bontarin. He's got a reach disadvantage, and Schnell is using that reach really well. He's got good boxing. Good body kick there. He just landed. Oh, Bontarin landed a couple shots, and that's what he's got to do. Bontarin needs to kind of move forward, get super aggressive, get in his face, close the distance.
Heavy power shots.
Yeah, that's it. That's what he needs.
He's looking for the knockout.
Well, that's what he needs, man, because he's not going to outpoint him. He's not going to be able to play this game on the outside and win. And right now, he's on the outside, and he's having a lot of trouble landing. When he gets inside, when he gets in his face, that's when he's having success, but he's not getting in there enough. And it's also dangerous, man, because on the way in, Schnell is really fast catching you. Oh, but Bontarin just landed a good shot coming in. Good power shot that rocked Schnell. That was a good shot from Bontarin. He's in this fight, man. This second round has been real interesting. Like, Bontarin is when he connects, there's impact. Schnell seems to be landing a little bit more, but when Bontarin comes in and connects, there's impact. You're just seeing the flurry that I saw 10 seconds ago, right? That's what you're reacting to, buddy?
Yeah, because it looked heavy, man. You know what? If he would have kept going, man, he could have actually
Schnell recovered really well. He recovered really well. And he's still looking sharp. He's moving really well. That's what I'm looking for, too. Like, Schnell's pace has not slowed from the beginning of the fight to now when we're nearly through the second round. Like, Schnell has kept the same pace. He hasn't really slowed down. He's taken some good shots. Oof. Those wild exchanges, though, when they get in close, those are real dangerous. Those are kind of 50-50 crapshoots for both guys. But Bontarin, being the more powerful guy, seems to have the advantage in them. That was an interesting second round. I think you might give that to Bontarin. I don't know. That was a tough one.
And it's funny when you look
Snow
at
is Canadian, AJ. Snow. Informer.
Snow. Is he? Did he get arrested or he's in jail or something like Informer?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's in jail, man. Informer informed, man. He's done.
Okay.
Rogerio Bontarin, he got knocked out by Kai Kara France this year. And he dropped a decision to Ray Borg. So it says that Bontarin has the edge in the ground game. If it gets to the ground, Bontarin has that edge. Well, he's not using it, that's for sure.
I don't think Snow's in jail at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at his Wikipedia. It doesn't seem like he's in jail.
Is that the guy who I can't think of the song?
I think you're thinking of
It's
somebody
like,
else. I mean,
on
you're
the bathroom
clearly
floor.
confused.
Who's the one? Remember that?
No, that's
remember
Shaggy.
the lyrics? He goes, "Bang it." Oh, Shaggy. Maybe it's Shaggy that's in jail.
Snow is not Shaggy.
It's got to be Shaggy. What? Same. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Shaggy. So take a look at Shaggy. Do a search, and I think he's in jail. It's one of them, man.
No, I don't think Shaggy's in jail either.
No. On the bathroom floor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to look up the career history of Shaggy, but I don't think Shaggy is in jail. And honestly, I'm not going to really trust any of your recollection as to who's in jail and who's who, because you don't seem to know who anybody is. You think Vanilla Ice is Snow, who is also Shaggy. You're not really sure who anybody is, and you think that they're all Canadian for some reason, even though Snow is the only Canadian one of the bunch.
No. Hold on a second.
And you think they're
Dave.
probably all in jail.
I
think
said
Vanilla
Drake.
Ice is the one probably most
Drake.
likely in jail.
No. Actually, Vanilla Ice is considered one of like the best carpenters around. Like he actually has like.
Okay.
He's a very talented individual. I was talking Drake. I said Drake is from Toronto too.
I think that's
and I'm right about
official.
that.
Pretty sure Chandler has a really very successful carpentry business. He's a great contractor. Chandler.
No. Vanilla Ice, but
you don't even know who that is.
Who? Chandelier.
Chandler coming down with the northern touch. Tremendous.
Is he as good as Biggie? Is he as good as Biggie? Just answer
Let's
me that.
Ride by Chandler. What a good song. Let's Ride. Tremendous.
As good as Ice Ice Baby? I don't know about that.
What a good beat that was. Let's Ride, Chandler. Old school Canadian hip hop right here. AJ, you don't know nothing about this. You don't know nothing. Don't talk hip hop with me because you're just out of your element right now.
Ice Baby.
Bontarin. All right, AJ. Bontarin continuing to press forward here on Schnell. This is a close fight to call, man. I think Schnell won the first. I don't know. I know you picked Schnell.
I took Schnell, but look, again, if it gets into the hands of the judges, it can go any way.
Yeah, well, this is a
like
tight
anything
fight,
can
man.
happen.
Anything, yeah. This is a tough one to call right now. Oh, but Bontarin pressing forward, making a real case for winning this round. Oh, flying knee. He's got Schnell up against the fence, beating him up, but Schnell was still there, so Bontarin takes him down with just over 2 minutes left to go in the third round. Bontarin getting real aggressive in this third round. Looked like he was close to a finish, but Schnell just stayed in there, man. Defended really well. And then Bontarin electing to get a big takedown. And now he's in his guard. Bontarin on top in Schnell's guard. Not able to do much right now with it, though. Not able to pass. Schnell just keeping a close guard and landing some punches from the bottom to the side of Schnell's head. He's actually doing, or Bontarin's head. Schnell's doing a really good job of just boxing the ears, just being annoying off of his back and nullifying anything that Bontarin can do. I don't know if the judges, like, how do the judges see this? Like, you got the takedown, okay? Bontarin got the takedown. He's on he's on top, but he's not really landing much of anything, and he's getting controlled in the guard. But now, you know, Bontarin landing a couple shots from the top, I guess.
You got a solid
elbow. But he's controlling, man. It's the control. It's the control. He's on top. Yeah. Oh, and now he's got side control.
Bontarin's won this round.
Now he's got side control, and this could be dangerous. If he can lock up that close arm, he could get an Americana.
Look, the first 2 rounds,
he could do a lot of things from side control here, but he's looking like he's just trying to throw some elbows, just kind of keep Schnell down. Oh, Schnell turtling up to his back, though, and now he's eating some big punches to the face. I mean, he seems okay, but, rolls out of it. Bontarin staying on top, though. Really good job of staying on top of Schnell. Yeah, he's controlling this round for sure. Some really good punches from the back. Schnell taking him like a champ, though. Seems totally unfazed. Oh, nice roll. Gets Bontarin back in his guard. But he's not going to have enough time to do anything with it here. This fight is over.
And again, like we were saying, I think the first 2 rounds went to Schnell. Third round obviously went to Bontorin. But again, like if history repeats itself, like on tonight's tonight's card, pretty much. I mean, Bontorin's going to win this. I think Schnell won the first and second. Third round went to Bontorin.
I don't know if he won the second. I think Schnell won the first. I think maybe Bontorin won the second. He definitely won the third. I think the first and third were more obvious. The second was like unclear to me. And these judges, again, I don't know.
That's what I'm
Doug
saying,
Hepburn
man.
asked, did he lose his mouth guard? Did he lose his mouth guard? I don't know.
I'll tell you in a sec.
I think Antoinette was like in my old school Toronto hip-hop talk. Cardinal, Chocolaire, The Rascals. Remember The Rascals had a video with Bret Hart in it? That was awesome. Much Music Days, classic shit. AJ doesn't know what I'm talking about, but I know Antoinette does. I know she does. This is for you, Antoinette.
Yeah, he did lose his mouthpiece.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. Who?
Yeah.
Who did?
Yeah. Schnell's mouthpiece came out, man.
When?
Just before he took him down. No, just before he was taken down.
When he was getting punched.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I think Bontorin
won. I was just saying, a very dominant third round.
I think for sure.
ended up winning this.
But I don't know, man. You never know with the judges. And Glenn on the chat, he goes, there goes my parlay because he had Schnell. But, I thought my parlay was busted because I had Chukagian, but then she won a unanimous decision. So who really knows right now? Who really knows? It's hard to pick the fights before they happen. It's also hard to pick a winner after they happen. It's like almost as hard,
it's
right?
Impossible. It's like
Here's
exactly,
Buffer.
Man. That's why.
It's crazy.
Go, Buff. He doesn't have his usual tan, man. What's going on with Buffer? You know that he's an avid collector of
30-27, 30-27, 29-28. Rogerio Bontorin gets the win. A win for Bontorin, unanimous decision, 30-27. 30-27 on two judges' scorecards is a little weird for me because I thought that he lost the first round. I don't really understand that. But he gets 30-27 on two scorecards, 29-28 on the third, and he wins a unanimous decision. I thought he won. The second and third rounds, Bontorin. But 30-27 on two judges' cards is a little bit of a head-scratcher, but, But
again, like I said, history repeats itself.
It was tight.
That 30-27, man. It doesn't make sense. Are we watching a different fight, man?
It's 30-27 on two judges' cards, too, AJ.
Come on, man.
Two of them.
I know. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't make sense. Tonight is like one of those nights.
I mean, it was close. The first round, was close because he landed some good punches, but
was it enough to say that Bontorin won that first round? No, not at all. But that's what I'm trying to say. 30-27, man. Again, it's happened 3 times tonight. 3 times.
I think Bontorin definitely won that. He definitely won that fight. Glenn says it was a good decision. I agree. I thought maybe 29-28, but, I'm watching this show. I'm talking to AJ. I'm watching the chat. I'm doing a lot of stuff. It's hard for me to judge exactly. I might have to go back and watch it, but I'm not going to because why would I? But, I saw it one way. I saw it Bontorin's way. I thought he won. I thought the first round might have gone to Schnell, but they're showing a football player and then another football player. I guess they're not in football season. And Chuck Liddell. There's Chuck Liddell in the crowd.
Chuck
E.
Cheese.
To see. But I definitely scored that fight for Bontorin. Who's this guy? Oh, he's a fan and his guest.
Hey, listen, you know what was in the house?
Nice.
Not this guy. Forget about this guy. You know what was in there? We were talking about Austin. I forgot his name, but I don't know if you remember. You're probably too young, but probably Glenn will know that, or I guess Doug will know that, or Pat will know that. But there was the $6 million man. You remember that guy? The $6 million man?
The only Steve Austin I know is Stone Cold, my friend.
$6 million man was in the house. I'm surprised he's still alive. He was there, man. He looked good.
All right. Tony
Probably
Ferguson,
$1 million
Beneil
worth of
Dariush.
cosmetic surgery, but.
Huh? Tony Ferguson,
I said he's
Beneil
a $6 million
Dariush.
man with $1 million of cosmetics. Dariush, my friend, let's not forget this. I love Tony Ferguson, but man, oh man.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Tony Ferguson, Beneil Dariush. Who do you have in this fight? You got Dariush, eh?
I got Dariush.
Me too.
Yep.
He is the favorite going into this one. -150, Tony Ferguson +140. This one kept moving all week. It was a little closer when it started. Beneil Dariush opening at a +105 underdog, and now coming in at like a -135 favorite in a lot of places. He started out as the underdog here in this fight, and the line moves to about a -150 even here on some.
I don't know about this, dude. I don't know about this now.
Some sports books. What? He's becoming a bigger favorite.
Who, Dariush?
Yeah, over time he's become a bigger favorite. He started as an underdog,
for sure.
and people just keep putting money on him.
But
like
now that
I
I'm looking at him, I've never seen the guy with so much white hair, man. He's like, he has a shitload of white hair. What the hell happened to Dariush? I don't know, man. I don't know. That scared me right there. Ferguson looked intense. My hair, dark black, bud. Black.
Really?
It's cold.
Okay.
But Dariush, I'm surprised, man.
I don't think gray hair necessarily. I mean, he's 32. Tony Ferguson is 37. If you want to play the age card, I mean, Ferguson is definitely older. Maybe. He's got more wear and tear. I just didn't like what I saw from Ferguson in the Gaethje fight, and I really didn't like what I saw from him in the Oliveira fight. He looked like he had no answer for Oliveira. I'd like to see Tony Ferguson turn it around. I just feel like
one-sided, my friend.
I feel like there's just only one peak in an athlete's career. You peak one time, and I think Ferguson probably peaked sometime in 2018. And it's 2021 right now, and I think that he's probably past his prime. Beneil Dariush at 32 years of age seems to be entering the prime, entering his peak. Is his peak good enough to beat an aging Tony Ferguson tonight? We'll see, but I think it is. Dariush has won 6 in a row going into this one.
Exactly.
Tony Ferguson has lost 2 in a row, and he just hasn't looked great. Tony Ferguson is a great fighter. He's super dangerous everywhere, but so is Beneil Dariush, and I think Beneil just gets it. I think he just gets it done tonight. But I kind of hope I'm wrong because I like Tony Ferguson, and I'd like to see him still be a force at 155 pounds. I just didn't like what I saw in his last fight. He just didn't look. He didn't look like the peak Tony Ferguson that we'd seen before.
Well, it wasn't even close to peak. I mean, Dave, like if you were looking at Tony Ferguson for the first time as a fighter when he was fighting Charles Oliveira, I mean, it was totally one-sided. It was a one-sided beatdown. Ferguson had no answer in that fight. I mean, he went as far as he could in that fight, but he was taking a beating in every round. And it's a shame because this is a guy that everybody was looking forward to him fighting Khabib. It just never happened. The curse was always there. He got stricken down by every possible thing that could have happened to avoid that fight, from tripping over cable wires to I forgot all the rest of the craziness, COVID, whatever. It just never happened. That's when Ferguson, that was his opportunity. That was his window to become like a legitimate champion. Now I agree with you. I think his time is done. But not to take it away. Against Gaethje and Oliveira, you're going to lose to 2 of these killers.
Well, that's it. They're very good. That's the thing. You lose to them, you don't look great. They're really, really good fighters, so it's hard to tell here, But is it a decline, or is it just, you met some guys that are just really tough?
Dave, he's lost 8 of his last 8 rounds, man. He's lost 8 of his last 8 rounds. Mm-hmm. He might have won 1 round against Gaethje, but that's the problem. You're not winning those rounds. Like you were talking about inches before. If you don't get, every inch, you don't win that football game, man. It's all about inches. He's not able to get those rounds. He's not going to win it. If he can't come out in the first round, Ferguson, a lot of inches, man. And if you can't win that first round, if Ferguson can't win this first round, it's over. Because Dariush is he's a finisher, man. This guy is, he you know what? His striking game is better than Ferguson's. If you look at the overall stats, Dariush has a better striking game than Ferguson. So we'll see. First round, will say it all.
Looking forward to this fight, man.
Hallelujah.
Tony Ferguson, Beneil Dariush, they're showing the video package. They're getting us ready for it. We're getting up to the co-main event here of this pay-per-view. It's been a pretty fun pay-per-view so far. And if you are following along with Team Dave, you know that this is a big fight for us because we need Beneil Dariush to come through to complete our 3-fight parlay. Patrick C. Hamilton went with Team Dave tonight. I hope many of you did. As long as Beneil won, and then if he doesn't, then I'm sorry. But Beneil, I've got Beneil. We have Chukagian and Muniz who already came through for us, so all we need here is Beneil Dariush on the Team Dave Bet99 parlay to come through and be victorious tonight. Don't forget to go to bet99.com, bet with us, and use the promo code RINGSIDE to get a matching bonus of up to $600 when you sign up. Promo code RINGSIDE over at bet99.com. Team Dave, this is a big fight here. Beneil Dariush, Tony Ferguson. There's AJ's parlay, totally busted. He had Schnell. Schnell lost. He had Araujo. She lost. He had Burgos. He lost. AJ hasn't picked a winner tonight. Maybe if he picks with Dave, finally picking with Dave, he could get Beneil Dariush for a win tonight, but his parlay got demolished because he picked only losers. Only losers. Freddie,
listen, thank you to the judges.
Freddie is still in the mix. This is a big fight for Freddie's parlay as well. He had Edson Barbosa winning, and he did. And now he needs Tony Ferguson to win here to keep his parlay going. Freddie also going with Charles Oliveira. So that's Team Fred. This is a big fight for my parlay to close it out, to get a complete 3 for 3. Man? And this is a big fight for Fred's parlay. Winner, yeah, big one. Big one. This is a big fight here. Co-main event. I mean, we're getting down to it. Don't forget, right after this show or right after this pay-per-view, when the fight is over, the main event, we're going to be doing a giveaway. If you have super chatted tonight like Antoinette has, like Doug Hepburn has, like John Hedstrom has, like Patrick has, for Glenn, giving his drawing for Glenn, so Glenn can be in the drawing. You drop a super chat, you're in the random drawing that we will do for a brand new Ringside Report Network hat that we just have over on our merch page over at merch.ringsidereport.net. Dave. Beneil was singing on his way to the cage.
Singing, my friend. Not just a little bit of singing, like at the top of his lungs. Not a good sign. So basically, Dave's theory is that anybody who sings or dances coming out to the octagon, statistically, they lose.
It doesn't always happen, though. I mean, sometimes they win.
But the majority of the time it does.
It's weird.
If you're going to look at it statistically, they tend to lose. Except for Israel when he does his dancing, which they told him to stop, by the way. No more flipping, no more like...
worked for him.
Super worm. Hey?
Worked for him.
It does work for him, but...
You know? I don't know.
Johnny Walker's not allowed to do any more super worms either. Remember? He did that one super worm, busted his shoulder, and that was the end of my... he's the future. I think he's fighting soon. He's fighting...
Yes.
Johnny.
Very soon. Yeah.
Freddie's going to like Johnny Walker, that's for sure. More so tonight.
He was supposed to fight at some point, wasn't he? Thiago Santos? Oh, in September.
Yeah,
Not that
Santos.
soon. Not that soon.
Oh,
September 25th. So you're going to have some time.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows if that fight even happens, right?
Exactly. A lot of talk this week, man. John Jones, man. Like, Dana White is not giving him a fight with Stipe. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with that. George with the boxing. Jake Paul that has to get, like, security guards, like, to watch over his house and him because
Floyd said he was going to kill. Yeah. So Floyd said he was going to kill Jake Paul because he took his hat and they got into this whole beef. And Jake Paul says that he hired security because he legit thinks that Floyd is going to try and kill him. What is he, crazy?
Yep.
You think he is?
Well, you know what?
You think Floyd would?
Well, listen,
Floyd's not that
Mayweather's
crazy.
going to kill him in the ring. Did you see what he did to Jake's face, man?
Well, he's fighting his brother.
Dude, I know.
He's not fighting Jake.
He's
fighting Logan.
His brother is
in June. And we'll do a watch-along for that, too. Don't forget. We're going to do a watch-along for that because that's not Triller. That's Showtime, so I'll watch that.
Listen, man, that's going to be crazy. Like, somebody asked Tyson, like, what do you think? Mayweather is a monster, man. Like, in the end, when you don't want to get, like, Mayweather wasn't pissed with Conor. Like, he, like, sort of loved that whole, like, charade kind of thing. There was a lot of hoopla, and he loved it. But I think this was something else, man. When you take his hat, I think it really went deep down in his core as a real insult. And he didn't punch Jake for no reason, man. He cut him up. You saw the pictures, man. Imagine he was able to do that when you had like about 15 people like in that scrum, trying to pull them apart. Mayweather's gonna fuck up his brother. I have a feeling. I really think, man, it's gonna be a bad night.
He should.
Forget about it. It's gonna be bad. I'm telling you. Mayweather is pissed. That's not a good thing. It's gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah, I hope he does. I think it'll be funny.
Franco says that we're going to have the boys soon in the studio. I hope so, man. Imagine me, Glenn, you, Freddie, all in the same studio with Johnny. Wow, that'd be awesome.
Well, Johnny and Glenn can come.
What's happening?
They're getting their shots,
Ferguson,
right?
What did Ferguson do?
What do you mean?
What the hell did he do, man? I don't know. I saw him jumping back into the crowd there. I don't know if he was...
Oh, the crowd is just going bananas for him. They're just really hyped for Tony Ferguson. Seems like they're behind him. Crowd loves Tony Ferguson, man. He's a fan favorite. He's a star in the UFC.
The crowd was like animated tonight. I don't know if you saw earlier in the, I think it was when it was the Jordan Wright fight. I think it was around that time when there was a huge fight in the stands. Remember I texted you and I said some shit is going down in the stands. At first I was thinking Jake Paul. I'm like, Jake must be in the stands and something went down, But
no, I think it's just a fight among fans.
Like at a prelim?
Well, I mean, sometimes people fight in the crowd. Who knows? Somebody said something somebody didn't like. You never know. You never know why people are fighting in the crowd. Prior beef. Who knows?
What a waste of tickets, man.
Dariush right now, minus 160, the favorite. Ferguson plus 130, the dog. They're showing that on the screen as Ferguson and Dariush in the cage. Ferguson kicking the cage, getting ready, getting pumped, throwing push kicks into the cage. Co-main event time, UFC 262. This is a big one. Winner of this fight could fight for the belt next against the winner of the main event, right? Unless, Dustin and Conor are fighting, and that fight's going to be real important to determine a new champion, I think, too, right?
Ferguson looks pissed, man. He looks upset.
Is Mayweather's company suing Logan Paul? That's what Franco's saying on the chat. I don't know.
Really? Because they actually asked Jake Paul and Logan Paul if they were going to sue Mayweather for like assault, and they're like, no, man, only like it's totally bitch move if you do that kind of stuff. Which I totally agree, man. If you're gonna get into the heat of stuff, I mean, you're gonna start suing. So I know that the Logans are not suing Mayweather for like smashing
apparently,
Jake there, but
TMZ is reporting that Mayweather Promotions is suing Logan Paul. No, they're suing a company called Pack Entertainment Worldwide. No, wait. They're not suing them. This company, Pack Entertainment, wanted to bring the fight to Dubai, and Mayweather wanted to have the fight in Dubai.
Franco's saying breach of contract.
No, they are suing this Pack. Okay. TMZ saying... lawsuit filed by Mayweather Promotions alleging a company called Pack Entertainment Worldwide approached them about hosting the event in Dubai at an undisclosed date in 2021. Mayweather Promotions claims Pac claimed to have numerous business contacts in Dubai and had the financial wherewithal and capability to host a fight of this magnitude. They were impressed with the pitch, ultimately signed a deal requiring Pac to pay a minimum guaranteed of $110 million on a prescribed payment schedule. The first payment of $30 million was due March 25th this year, but the money never came. So they're suing them. I don't really know. They're suing them for breach of contract, but I don't really know if. Yeah, it has nothing. He's not suing Logan Paul. He's suing this company that wanted to bring the fight to Dubai, but actually didn't fork over the money like they said they would. Tony Ferguson, Beneil Dariush. First round is underway. I got 4 minutes, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40. Dariush and Ferguson. Oh, baby. This is a big fight. Big fight feel. It's a good one. Ooh. Dariush coming in. Nice right hand. You all right, AJ?
Yep,
you seem tense.
Dariush, yeah. No, I'm like good. Looking to see, because he's a southpaw, Dariush. I want to see how he's going to like avoid that striking from Ferguson. But what's Ferguson going to do with that southpaw? That's the problem.
Dariush is controlling the center of the octagon. Lands a nice leg kick, lands another one. Landing good punches. Dariush is controlling this fight so far. He's beaten Ferguson to the punch.
Oh, boy.
But Ferguson is always
and that's
dangerous.
what I was saying earlier.
Oh, good shots from Dariush. Oh, Dariush shoots in for a takedown, but Ferguson's right there looking for the choke. Oh, Dariush gets a takedown, though. Choke's not there. And now Dariush. Oh, nice defense. Nice guard there from Ferguson, pushing him back, pushing him up to his feet. Landed an up kick, but Dariush right back into the guard.
Yeah,
Dariush he's got very good jiu-jitsu. But Ferguson is no joke off his back. Ferguson is super dangerous. There's one thing doing straight jiu-jitsu, and then there's another thing doing MMA grappling, right? The strikes are involved. Ferguson's got those elbows that are sharp. It's a whole different game, and Ferguson's doing a good job of controlling Dariush so far, but Dariush is working to pass that guard. But Ferguson's landing some good little elbows from the bottom.
Man, oh, man. This is
a must-win guard that Tony Ferguson's got Dariush in. It's not quite a, right?
Yeah, it's...
Well, now he's back in full guard.
It's actually quite dangerous, to be honest.
For who? For Tony?
For Tony.
Yeah. Kind of like a half rubber guard deal. He's an Eddie Bravo guy, right, Tony Ferguson? So he's going to be using those types of moves. Dariush landed some good punches from inside the guard. Nice little ground and pound. Now he's looking to pass again. Ferguson holding a good guard, though. Dariush is having some trouble passing it.
Yeah.
But
in the eyes of the
under
judges,
2 minutes left here.
He's throwing those punches. I mean, Dariush is doing what he has to on top.
Oh, yeah, he's controlling
in guard,
this fight.
I should say.
He's for sure winning this round.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's
still
passed.
Aggressive.
He passed a half almost, but Ferguson's keeping those knees in.
Yep.
Keeping that guard good. Oh, there's a pass back to half, but Beneil's for sure controlling this round. He's dominated this round, standing up, and then with the takedown, he's been on top, landing punches. Those little elbows from Ferguson is, it's not enough to win anything, points or damage or anything. Just kind of annoying when you're on top. Ooh. Beneil landed some more good punches there on top on Ferguson. Minute left in the first round.
Wow. And like I was trying to say earlier, I mean, Ferguson, this is a must-win for him. Like, what happens from here? I mean,
I don't know.
It'll be his third loss. I mean, like Dana White, man, has got rid of people like after 3 losses. I don't think he'll get rid of Tony because Tony can still like headline like a. Let's just say hypothetically he loses, he can still headline like a prelim, you know.
I mean, this is still a big fight. You know, the winner of this fight is in the mix for a title shot. Beneil's in the mix. I know Gaethje's around. He's likely. Poirier's around. He's got the fight with Conor, and we'll see what happens there. But, Beneil is still a top-level lightweight. I wouldn't totally write Tony Ferguson off after this fight, losing to Gaethje, Oliveira, and now possibly Dariush. But again, the first round just ended.
I mean,
Dariush
yeah.
won the first round, but this fight is not over at all. Tony Ferguson is still dangerous. He definitely lost that first round, 10-9, maybe even a 10-8, but I'd probably say 10-9. But this fight's not over. I mean, I'm not writing Tony Ferguson off of this fight. He's still in it. But he definitely lost the first round. And if he loses the second round, well, then he's going to put himself into a deeper hole. So we'll see what happens here. But Ferguson just, kind of looking like the Ferguson we saw in his last fight.
Yep.
Just not.
Now he's lost 9 rounds.
Like the reaction time is like slightly not. It's like not quite there. When they get into those exchanges and it's a firefight, he's like a half step behind Dariush. But that's first round. We'll see. Ferguson's got a great gas tank. Ferguson pushed Dariush as they ended the first round. Dariush is like, why do you push me? After the horn.
He's pissed, man.
Yeah, he's mad. Oh, he lost the first round. He should be mad. He's got to get mad.
Like I said, that's his 9th round that he's lost.
Yeah. Dariush has to stay composed. But Dariush is really good in the brawl too, man. He's got a good chin. He lands heavy punches. Oh, Dariush again going for the takedown. Ferguson kind of jumped guard and went for a choke, but... Whoa. Oh, Ferguson's looking for the darts, man. Ferguson's got some dangerous darts chokes. But Dariush is going to find his pocket. He's going to look to defend. He's in a bad spot, though, right now, Beneil Dariush. Ferguson jumped guard. Like, he accepted the takedown because he was going for the choke, and he is going for this choke. And he's in the full guard right now, but it's hard to finish a Darce choke from full guard, right? You kind of want to get to the side a little bit,
you need
right?
to be on the outside, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to finish from this position, and Dariush knows this. Dariush is no joke on the ground. It's tough to finish here, and Ferguson's grip seems to be loosening a little bit. Dariush is looking to pass. Oh, but now he's got a kind of half guard, a little bit on the side. Oh, Dariush just needs to continue to find that pocket and find the hole. He needs to get
on that angle.
Yeah, he needs to get to side control, right? He needs to get to the other side.
He needs that angle.
And there it is. It's gone. It's gone. The grip is gone. Ferguson has released the grip, and now he's in the bottom. See, that's the danger when you just allow yourself to get taken down and go for that choke from the bottom. When you lose it, depending on when you lose it in the round, but Ferguson lost it with 3 minutes left now in the second round. So now he's fighting off his back against a guy who's proven that he could keep him down and use good ground and pound and do damage and win rounds this way. Oh, a nice big right hand from Dariush. So, Ferguson's happy to stay on his back right now. He's not moving. He's not trying to get back up. He's just in a slap, elbow, fist fight from his own guard, which hard to win a fight that way. They're just kind of exchanging punches, and Ferguson's doing it from the bottom. Dariush now passes into side, and now he's got a much better position on Ferguson. Yeah, he's got heavy punches from the top, and now he's looking to... he was looking for a head and arm triangle, but Ferguson escaped, but now Dariush gets him with another takedown. Oh, but he slips off Ferguson's back. Ferguson lands on top. Oh, but Dariush spinning, looking for a leg lock now. They're in like 50-50. This could be dangerous. Oh, Dariush looking for a leg lock here on Ferguson. Oh, looking for a heel hook. Does he have it? Oh, Ferguson's not going to tap. It's a bad heel hook, baby. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, you got to tap. Ferguson looks like he's in pain, but he's trying to heel kick out of it. Beneil's got a good heel hook on him, and Ferguson did not tap. You got to assume that did some damage. Right? I mean, that was a deep heel hook, but Ferguson is so damn tough. He's not tapping to anything. You saw him in that Charles Oliveira fight. When Charles had that deep armbar, if Tony wasn't tapping, like that was a pretty good heel hook there that Beneil had, and Ferguson was like, nah, I don't tap to nothing. Ferguson's, he's a madman. What are you going to do? The guy's so intense. He's not tapping for anything. Wow.
Listen, he didn't tap on that, but he was definitely screaming. He was in pain, and I can tell you that there was tear on that Achilles.
Can he stand up now?
You know what? We'll see in the next round if he can stand up. To be honest, I think the damage was done on that foot.
That was bad.
That you got the Achilles, you've got the heel, you've got the knee, man. You don't know how much damage. But let me tell you, if Ferguson was screaming there, like in pain. He didn't give up.
And sometimes refs will stop a fight like that, right?
Absolutely. But the thing is that Ferguson, man, he's tough. But you know what? We'll see what happens in the next round. I think the damage was done.
I don't know. Ferguson could have a broken leg and you wouldn't know it. He's that type of tough.
Exactly. Yep.
But Beneil stays on top as the second round comes to an end. Another round for Beneil Dariush for sure. 2 rounds in the books, 2-0 for Beneil, 10-9 both rounds. You might even say 10-8 this round because that heel hook was super deep. Ferguson was in big trouble. I might even give this one a 10-8 for Dariush here. That was tight.
I would give it a 10-8. And it's not just that he's on top. He's throwing the punches. He's showing his dominance. There's no doubt about it. The only thing with Ferguson is that if you look at his defense, he's on his back, and he's throwing these slap punches and whatnot. He's just trying to be active. You know when they say in jiu-jitsu, you always got to keep moving, right? Never stay still. Always keep moving. And that's what Ferguson is trying to do. But really, it's more of a survival thing than anything else. He's not in any position to be like in control here. The guy's lost the last 2 rounds. And to be honest, I think, I'm looking at him like sitting down, like his corner is talking to him. I can see he's like shaking his leg and whatnot. They're not even putting ice on his knee,
Mm-hmm. Now, Beneil
I think it's a big mistake.
I think could have maybe finished him if he was able to isolate the other leg. I heard something once from John Danaher that I thought was really very interesting. He said the key to a leg lock is to isolate the leg that you're not attacking, is to control the other leg. And then you could control the leg you're attacking. You know what I mean? Like, you got to control both legs, and Beneil only had one leg controlled. But, hey, it's tough, man.
Well,
you're in an MMA fight. It's Tony Ferguson. I'm just saying.
If you would have clamped those knees.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe a triangle of the leg. Reap the knee a little bit better. Ferguson going for another choke, but Beneil with a nice takedown, a nice big scoop takedown of Ferguson. And now he's in north-south.
Look at Ferguson. If you notice one thing, he's kind of hopping off his leg. Like the leg is stiff and he's hopping off it. He's hurt, man. His leg is hurt.
Yeah. And he's on the bottom, and he's fine to be on the bottom because, I don't think he wants to be standing up right now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, he's dog tough, though, man. He'll fight anywhere. But he went for the choke, and, he attempted a guillotine, but he accepted that takedown at the same time. There was not a lot of defense of the takedown. Look at his ankle.
If you notice, Dave, did you notice one thing? If you notice his foot up against the fence, his ankle is swelling up. So his left leg ankle is swelling up. So I think that was the leg that was attacked. I don't know if you see it, but take a look at that ankle. It's swelling.
I don't know. It's hard to tell, but Beneil right now in north-south, he's got a good control of Tony Ferguson. Not doing much with it. It's kind of an awkward position because Ferguson's also got his legs up against the cage. But he's controlling right now. He's controlling. He's doing what he needs to do to continue to win this round and win this tough fight against a very tough opponent.
Yeah, Glenn is saying that we forgot the Darce choke on the last one, going for that 10-8. He's right on that, but...
Yeah, the Darce was... Yeah. but I feel like Beneil did enough. Like, the heel hook was a lot deeper than that Darce. Like, that Darce
absolutely
was never really in danger of finishing Beneil because it was mostly in Ferguson's guard. And Ferguson didn't seem. Ferguson just seemed like he was holding the grip. He didn't really seem like he had the position. But Beneil had the grip and the position on that heel hook. I feel like that submission was deeper, and Ferguson was selling it way more. Like, he was like, ah! Like, Beneil was just kind of calm in that choke. And of course, you're not going to sell a choke the way you sell a heel hook. But I don't know. Yeah, okay. I mean, fine. Can't be 10-8. Could be 10-9. Whatever. I don't really care. Either way, Beneil Dariush won that round. It doesn't really matter how you slice it. At the end of the day, Beneil Dariush has won the first 2 rounds, and he's well on his way to winning this 3rd round here. Dominant performance so far from Dariush. Key takedowns, good striking as well, but just complete top control of Tony Ferguson. Ferguson has no answer for him on the ground. He can't get out from underneath, especially here in this 3rd round. They've been stuck in this north-south all round, and, you know, Beneil's trying to advance position a little bit. Ferguson's trying to escape a little bit, but there's just not much room here. It's pretty tight. It's almost a stalemate. Ferguson is trying to get this Darce now from bottom side control, which highly unlikely. And now Beneil's trying to work his own kind of choke, going deep with the shoulder on the neck.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool, but it's not going to work. But he's using it to pass him out. But Ferguson rolling out. There's some nice little grappling exchanges here towards the end of this 3rd round. But Beneil
and that's what Ferguson
stays on top.
Dave, look, Ferguson can't stand up, man. And you know what? Like, going what you were saying with the Darce over the heel hook, the Darce did absolutely no damage. That heel hook has done damage. You can see it more and more that this leg is swelling. His ankle is swollen. He can't stand, man. He won't be able to stand the strike. He won't be able to stand the kick. The only thing that Ferguson could do now is go into the grappling game, and hopefully he could pull something off. But, man, his leg is done, man. His ankle's done. I thought there would be more damage on the knee, but it's definitely, like, damage on the heel, the ankle, and probably the Achilles.
Great performance from Beneil Dariush. Looks like he's going to be cruising to a unanimous decision victory. Glenn McKenzie says, looks like Dave's parlay comes through. Congrats. Thank you, Glenn. I think my parlay comes through, but again, we're leaving it in the hands of the judges. We're leaving it. Well, there's 10 seconds left. We're leaving it to the judges. I think Dariush won the fight, but, you know, judges be crazy.
Come on, Dave. Let's be honest. If the judges, I mean, tonight they've been, like, completely, like,
they got to score it for Dariush.
They're out to lunch, man. But there's no way right now, man. It's 3 rounds. Dariush took all 3 rounds, and that's it. And I feel bad for Tony. I mean, he fought an okay fight. It wasn't impressive in any way. You know, he had that Darce, like Glenn said. But, dude, there's nothing there, man. There's absolutely nothing there. Hold on a sec.
What's happening, AJ? You all right?
Oh, no, I'm just checking. Yeah, I'm just checking my feed here. Making sure that I'm getting juice, man. I got to get juice.
We could check out Team Dave. Team Dave's parlay looks like it does come through tonight. We've got Beneil Dariush winning, Caitlin Chukagian, and Andre Muniz. $20 wins you 118-13 over at Bet99.com. Bet with Team Dave over at Bet99.com. Use that promo code RINGSIDE to get the sign-up bonus, the matching bonus of up to $600 on your initial deposit over at Bet99.com using that promo code RINGSIDE. Team Dave, gave you Dariush, Chukagian, and Muniz for the 3-fight winning parlay. Hopefully winning. Let's see what happens here when we go to the judges. But it looks like Beneil Dariush cruised to a dominant victory here over Tony Ferguson.
Dave, Super Dave Simon. I was just listening to something that Joe Rogan said. He says, you've never seen, like, the expression of, like, pain in Tony Ferguson before. With that heel hook, man, he showed it. You know what? He's a tough SOB, man. But tomorrow, man, this guy won't be walking.
Well, I hope he is. Beneil Dariush wins a unanimous decision. 30-27 on all 3 judges' scorecards. A unanimous decision victory for Beneil Dariush. 30-27 for all 3 judges. Dominant performance from Dariush. Team Dave's parlay comes through, though. That was big. That's big. Team Dave. Fred's parlay is busted as well because he had Tony Ferguson. So, sorry, Fred.
Yeah.
And AJ's parlay is big time busted because he picked only losers up until Beneil Dariush.
No. Listen, I agree with
what do you mean,
Glenn's
no?
saying, man. His ACL
Should we go to AJ's
LCL
parlay?
Damage, man.
What do you mean, no?
No. AJ got robbed
AJ
tonight,
picked only
man.
losers.
The judges
AJ
robbed.
picked Schnell. Schnell lost. AJ picked Araujo. She lost. AJ picked Burgos. He lost. And then finally he picked with Dave on Beneil Dariush, and he won. So finally, AJ, but you should have just stuck with Team Dave.
Team Dave won, man. But did you hear what I said?
Like, I mean, I thought Chukagian lost, so whatever.
Yes, she did lose, man. Let's be honest. Tonight the judges have sucked.
Well, technically she won, so.
Here he goes. Oh, he's telling the crowd to calm down. That's not good, bud. It's not good.
Yeah,
He's
Patrick C. Hamilton.
Politics.
I'm glad, Patrick, you cashed in as well, man. I hope you made some money tonight, man. Going with Team Dave. Shout out to
Way
Patrick.
To go.
I love making money for the Ringside Report universe, especially for a loyal member of the YouTube channel, super chatter, super guy out in Regina, Saskatchewan, Patrick C. Hamilton. I am glad that you won money and Team Dave won money, and even Dave won some money here tonight. Even I won money tonight, AJ, which always feels good when I win money. When I actually bet my picks and win, that feels nice. I won a little money tonight.
Elon Musk for a car. Did you hear that? He's screaming, Elon Musk, I need a car for my daughter because he's having a baby daughter soon.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but you know what?
Give him one, Elon.
Fuck, Dana, pay them more, man. You got to pay these guys more, man. It's like it's kind of sad when you see fighters starting to beg, like kind of like after a win for like money.
Yeah, you figure if you can beat Tony Ferguson, you should be a guy who could afford a Tesla. You know what I mean? Like if you're a guy who could beat Tony Ferguson, you should be rich enough to own a Tesla. Hopefully after this fight. You know, he's gonna get bigger fights going forward, though, right? Bigger fights going forward for Beneil Dariush. That's a big one. Big win.
Yeah, he won well tonight, man. He looked good, man. Dominated 3 rounds. And you know what? What happens to Tony now? And remember I was saying that earlier. What happens to Tony? I'm telling you, we're gonna see Tony on like headlining like a prelim, like main card, and that's where it's headed to. You know, maybe. I don't know what his contract, how many fights are left on his contract, but Tony has lost now 12 rounds. 12 rounds in a row, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, Tony was ranked 5th in the UFC's lightweight rankings. Beneil ranked 9th. You got to figure there's going to be some movement in those rankings, and Beneil will jump up a couple spots at least.
Sorry.
Tony will probably drop down.
Let me correct myself. It's actually 11 rounds. He's lost 11 rounds. So either or, you know what I mean? It's not good. It's not good. And this is Tony Ferguson, man. Wow.
You know?
This is crazy, dude. And I was trying to say earlier.
It's what I was saying on the show on Thursday, right? And this is why you got to watch our previews. This is why you got to watch Ringside Report MMA every Thursday night, 8 p.m. right here on the Ringside Report Network, because I said on Thursday, like, I don't like the way that he looked in his past couple of fights. I'd like to see him win. I'd like to see him come through, but that Oliveira fight, man, he did not look there.
Dude, it was one-sided beatdown.
He just, you know, again, you're 37 years old. You had a nice win streak for a long time. You were one of the best lightweights in the world for a long time. But at 37, it's very, very hard to still compete with the best 155ers in the world. There's a short window of opportunity for these guys. And, you know, Tony Ferguson peaked a few years ago. And now, you know, he's in the decline of his career. And that just happens to everybody, man. It happens to the greatest. It happened to Anderson Silva. It happens to everybody in the fight game. You know, Khabib is a guy, they're showing him on the screen, his vacant belt on the line now. Khabib got out before he declined because he knows the fight game. He knows the risks. You stay in too long, everybody's got an expiration date. And a lot of guys stay way past their expiration date, right? But it just happens, man.
Look,
and some guys it's at 35, some guys it's at 37, some guys it's at 41, you know? Depends on who they are, genetics, what they've taken in their careers, how they've taken care of their body. But at a certain point, it just happens for everybody, man. It's sad. I feel sad for Tony Ferguson. I wish he would have got that fight with Khabib. I wish we would have got that fight with Khabib in their prime when it meant something, when it could have happened. But, hey, that's the fight game, man. Shit happens. Weird stuff happens, and that's, you know, that's what it is. But now Tony Ferguson losing 3 in a row. He's not looked good in any of these fights. He did not look good tonight. You know?
Look, and it's a shame, Dave, because if you look at this guy, I mean, from 2013 to about 2019, the guy was on a 12-fight winning streak. You look at the stuff he's done. He scored like 6 fight of the night bonuses, 3 performances of the night bonuses. This guy was a bonus king. Ferguson would come out the fight and win bonuses. The guy's made a lot of money, per se, through his career. But the thing is that he's never got that super good money that he would have got if he would have had a chance to fight Khabib. That was the fight that never happened. And it's a shame. And it's never going to happen. And unfortunately, we're never going to see Ferguson, you know, fighting anybody at that, you know, championship level. We're not going to see him fighting Chandler. We're not going to see him fighting Oliveira. We're not going to see him fighting anybody. He's just going to be that gatekeeper maybe for the next couple of fights on a prelim card. And it's a shame, man, because like I said, if people are tuning into Tony Ferguson tonight again, they're not going to see him in the eyes that we saw him when we saw Ferguson, man, as just being like the baddest ass out there. The guy was amazing in everything he did, stand-up, ground, whatever. But he's gone through a couple of tough years, like, you know, like health-wise and whatnot, and it's taking a toll, man. And you're right, man. That window, it's a short window in fighing. And
I mean, let's be honest, man.
Time is done.
At
Jacare's window is closed tonight.
Yeah, of course.
Look
And at
37,
37 for most guys in professional sports, the window's closed.
It's a wrap, man.
Right?
You know, I'm not saying to everybody. You can look at guys like Yoel Romero and all the rest of those guys that were like way older. I mean, there's guys in their 40s, Stipe, whatever. I forgot how old is Stipe.
Yeah.
I think he's 40 now, isn't he?
In the heavier weight classes, you can get away with it a little bit more. But in those lighter weight classes, it's just tougher.
It's harder.
It's tougher.
It's harder. I agree with you. And you look at guys like George St. Pierre, like he's hitting 40, you know, and you had that window to come back. He did. He came back and he fought Bisping and he won. You know, that's a very different animal. There's not too many guys that can go the route of George or the route of Khabib. And to be honest, I don't think Khabib is coming back. He knows that that window is done. You know, I mean, Khabib is going to be on the outside building that super team, which he's already done. But like Tony Ferguson, man, it's a shame because like Glenn said, man, you know, I think his ACL and his LCL are probably gone out of this fight. You can see it. He was fighting to stand up just to get his hands not raised.
Yeah.
He's going to be out for a long time, and that's too long for a guy at 37 years old with the type of performance he's done in the last 11 rounds. You know,
I mean, look, he can come back. He's going to fight again in the UFC.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Donald Cerrone. This guy's lost a bunch of fights in a row. He just got smashed last weekend, and Dana White says he's going to give him another shot. So I think Tony Ferguson probably gets another shot unless he costs too much, in which case the UFC will probably cut him, and he'll find himself in Bellator or something like that, right? Like it's
I could see that happening.
It's possible. You know, it depends what his contract is and depends what the UFC wants to do, man. You never know who the UFC might cut next, you know. But like Patrick C. Hamilton is saying, Ferguson can hang around, but he's not a contender. And sometimes if you're just a guy that can hang around and you're not a contender anymore and you cost too much, they'll let you go. Look at Yoel Romero. Look at, I mean, countless guys throughout the years. I remember when they did it to John Fitch. You know, there's a lot of guys that they cut when it's like, well, they're not quite the best and they're probably not going to be the best. So let go of them, right?
Frank Mir, Shogun. There's so many guys that were like names that were like legendary.
Isn't Shogun
really made
still
the UFC.
under contract?
I'm not sure, man.
I don't know why you're saying Shogun.
I think you're
just talking shit
once
again, AJ.
No, but I'm just saying.
But Tyron Woodley was just let go, right? Former champion who went on a little run of of losing fights, and they're like, all right, well, it's clear he's not the best version of himself anymore, and he's worth a little bit more. Like, we're spending too much on him, so they let him go, and that's just the way the UFC works sometimes.
But they should have kept him. Like, to be honest, Woodley could have still fought like in like a prelim card and headed that prelim, just like Ferguson probably will. I think sometimes they release these guys a little bit too quickly. I can understand when Maurice Green and some of these other guys that have been released this week, in fact, it's a different story, man. But when you got like guys like Frank Mir, you had back in the days, you had like, Woodley, like, it's just a bit surprising that they just let him go that quickly, man. It just doesn't make sense. But it's true. Their careers it's done. That window is closed, man. But they still have some fighting game. And Cowboy Cerrone that you're talking about still has that one fight. But when you look at Cowboy Cerrone, he's been like hot and cold at certain times in his career. But one thing that Cowboy Cerrone does is that he brings a fight. He brings that entertainment that people want to see. And I think it's cool that the UFC is going to give him that one more fight, which is going to be his retirement fight. They're going to give him a marshmallow fight. And you know what? That's cool because Cowboy has fought more in 1 year than most people have done, like in probably 10 years, And that's the thing with Cowboy Cerrone. But Tony Ferguson deserves a little bit of respect as well. I don't know how like I said, how many fights he has still left in his contract, but I hope we see him fight 1-2 more times and then maybe for his health, he steps away.
I don't need it. I honestly don't need it. I don't need to see him fighting anymore. If he wants to, that's fine. But no, I don't need to see it because he's not the best version of himself anymore. I think when you're not the best version and you're clearly declining, maybe you should think about quitting because nothing good is going to happen. Nothing good is going to happen other than a paycheck. And if you need the paycheck, all right, fine. I understand that. That's fine. But, no, I don't think I need to see him fight again because it's clear he's not one of the best in the world anymore. And I don't need to see that anymore. Right?
No, for sure, man. But I think he still has one more fight in him. It wasn't like a serious beatdown tonight where he's going to suffer a lot, like mentally, his brain damage or whatnot. Leg for sure is completely gone. But I think he still has 1 or 2 more fights in the UFC.
I don't think he needs to have any more, but if you want to see him again, fine. I mean, that's totally fine. Charles Oliveira walking into the cage right now. The Charles Oliveira-Michael Chandler fight is up next. And don't forget, right after the fight, we're going to be doing the draw for the hat. All right? Come get this hat.
I like what Big Neff TV said. Like, Cowboy lost everybody. And it's true, man. He's been losing like crazy, man. But he's an exciting fighter, man. People want to see him fight. But he's not there anymore. He's going to get that one fight left. He's going to fight some marshmallow. He's probably going to win that fight against some, like I said, like a marshmallow. We don't know who it is, but that's how he's going to go out. That one fight, and it's done.
I don't know. Big Neff is like spamming the chat.
Man.
I'm about to ban Big Neff. He's spamming the chat. He's like nonstop like writing stuff. I'm putting him in timeout. He's like the only one. No. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, AJ. Suck it.
Dave.
What?
Dave. Anger issues.
Let's talk about the hat.
Tony. I understand.
I'm not mad about Tony. I bet against him, you silly fuck. My parlay fucking came through. What are you talking about? I'm talking about
I understand
people
that point,
spamming, and I'm going to put him on timeout, and I'm going to deal with it myself, and you can agree or disagree. I don't care. I am going to yeah, but he's spamming. I don't think he understands the difference between spamming and trolling. And AJ, sometimes you get banned too. I ban people. I'll ban you.
I've been banned for like 8 months, and I'm part of this show.
You should be permanently banned.
Big Neff.
I've been banned for 8
months, and I only work for this show. But I'm back. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
I'm about
to
ban you again from all the shows permanently. So everything.
Listen, man, if it wasn't for me on that last show, you wouldn't have made all that money. It was me and Glenn, and it got crazy. We brought you the money, bud. We brought you the money. And first
You
of all,
didn't do anything, and I don't know what you're talking
this.
about. You weren't even on that show.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't. I was chatting, bud.
Okay.
People were sending money to save me from not getting banned again. That was Patrick. And who else was it? Doug, I believe Doug was going, like, save the AJ. Look at Bruce, man. I love his jacket.
Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler about to fight here. I tried to get through the hat thing, but AJ just keeps interrupting me. So we're giving away a hat at the end of this fight. If you hit us up on Super Chat during the show, we will put you in the draw for the hat. We're going to do a draw for the hat coming up after this fight. Okay? Ringside Report Network hat coming up right after this fight. We're going to do the random draw. If you've done a Super Chat tonight, you're in the draw. John Hedstrom, Doug Hepburn, Antoinette, and the Glenn W.O. By way of Patrick C. Hamilton are in the draw. So if you want to be on the draw, you got a really good chance of winning this hat. All you got to do is drop a Super Chat, and we'll be doing this draw as soon as the fight is over. I know Glenn is very excited. Michael Chandler coming in as the underdog, plus 110.
He looks jacked, eh, Oliveira?
Yeah, that's right, Glenn. I banned people from the chat. I didn't put Big Neff on timeout. I thought about it, but I didn't yet. I don't think I did. But it was just like constant. It was just like a barrage at one point, all in caps, and I was like, what is this? What is all this? He was like really angry at Donald Cerrone for some reason. I was like, what's happening here? Settle down. Settle down. Just too much. All right. It's main event time. Oliveira versus Chandler. I've got Oliveira to win. AJ, you were kind of wishy-washy. I think you picked Oliveira, but who knows?
Look, I went with Oliveira, but I said leading up like to yesterday and today, I was like, man, I don't know. There's something about Chandler, the way he was speaking, the way he was like walking, everything about him like showed this confidence that he's there to like prove that he's the best. I mean, they all do, but there was something about him that I'm like, oh man, I hope I didn't make a mistake. I'm still going with Oliveira. Obviously, I got him on my picks, but like I said, like if I would have had an opportunity to change it, I probably would have just based on what I saw today and yesterday.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You're
I
going
know.
with Oliveira.
Usually you do
and
that.
No, I never do that. I'm always legit, unlike you. I don't know what's going on with you.
You're
Patrick
the
C. Hamilton.
King of flip-flopping.
All right, Patrick C. Hamilton apparently won $180 tonight at Bet99.com going with Team Dave. Congratulations, nice. Patrick. Happy for you, man. Nice. Team Dave. Glad you didn't go with Team AJ because
there's going to be a U.S. champ, man.
Lost big time. All right.
Yep. Because I got robbed by the judges.
Okay.
And by the way, I saw one of the judges is Sal D'Amato. So Sal D'Amato usually is pretty good. But
nice
the other
leg
two,
kick
I
there. Nice calf
them.
kick from Oliveira. This fight has started. We're 4 minutes 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Oh, Oliveira going for the takedown. But Chandler wraps up a guillotine. Oh, that's trouble? Is it trouble? I don't know. Oh, no. Oliveira pops his head out. Oh, nice. That was a quick escape there. Is somebody bleeding? I think Oliveira's cut. Oh, but now he's got Chandler's back. Oh, Oliveira on top. He's got his back. This is danger for Michael Chandler. Oliveira is a motherfucker. Oh.
Yeah, that was a tight guillotine, man. Damn.
It was tight, but Oliveira stayed composed, escaped. Oh, he's got a body triangle on him, and Chandler gets up and tries to slam him down, but Oliveira holds on to the body triangle and still has Chandler's back. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first round with Oliveira with a solid body triangle on Chandler's back. Oliveira is cut above his right eye. Chandler hit him with something early in this fight. But right now, Oliveira is in a really good position, landing an elbow, and he's got Chandler's back with a body triangle.
Damn it.
Why you say damn it, AJ? Because you're taking Chandler?
No, I was looking, but no. I was looking at the replay of the slam from Chandler. I mean, if it was his neck, it would have been a bad day.
Well, Chandler escapes the back, gets up to his feet. That was a really nice escape from Chandler. And now he's on top with Oliveira on his back. Chandler standing, Oliveira staying on his back, trying to sucker him back into the guard. Chandler looks like he wants to come into the guard and throw some punches, lands a couple.
I see a comment on the
Wow.
chat by AllGood87. It says, like, the UFC needs Chandler to win. And it's true, man. They need a
Why?
US champ, man.
Why?
It's always, look, you're fighting
big
in
in
Texas,
Brazil, man.
You know, the crowd. Yeah, it is,
Brazilian
man,
champs
but
are never bad. I got no problem with a Brazilian champ. I don't really care. Oh, Chandler's hurt Oliveira. We might have it. Chandler with some big punches. Oliveira scrambling, trying to find some space, trying to defend himself and get out of trouble. But Oliveira got dropped, and he's hurt. He's on his back taking more punches. My goodness. Oliveira, though, wraps up the guard. He's trying to recover.
Wow.
Chandler landed some huge shots.
fights
Hurt
in, could he be the
Oliveira
champion?
real bad.
Mayday.
But
Mayday.
Oliveira doing really good to defend off his back, wrapping Chandler up, controlling the wrist, really trying to recover here. Wow. But Chandler is just relentless, staying on him, standing up, coming down with elbows.
Jesus.
Staying in the guard, just continues to hand fight and land punches on Charles Oliveira. Whoa, what a crazy round so far. Oliveira had the back, looked really good. I mean, Chandler had a deep guillotine at one point. Oliveira escapes, manages to get Chandler's back. Chandler escapes to his feet, lands huge punches, drops Oliveira, and now Chandler on top of Charles Oliveira with 30 seconds left to go in the first round. What a crazy first round. Both guys had some good moments, but as this round is ending, and from what we've seen, I think you got to score this one for Michael Chandler in the first.
Absolutely.
If he doesn't finish it here with about 15 seconds to go, but I don't think he's going to here in the guard. Oh, Oliveira with a little up kick.
Oliveira's hurt, man.
Oh, yeah, he's hurt for sure. But
Yep.
he is tough, and he's got a second chance with a second round. He was in big trouble there in the first round. He got dropped. He got hurt, but he survived. But that's definitely
a
round
war,
one for Michael Chandler. Yeah, this is a hell of a fight.
Look at that.
Hell of a fight.
And it's only the first round, man. And it's going to live up to being a war. But I don't know if it's going to go to the distance, because if you look at it, Oliveira has never fought like the 5 rounds. And Chandler has, man. He has had 4 fights that went to 5 rounds, and there were heavy, heavy scraps. This guy is used to this.
He lost 2 of them. I'm
telling you, man. Yeah, so what? But he's
well, I mean, winning's important.
He's used to that pace, and I'm telling you, man, we'll see what happens in the second round. Chandler might pull it off. I told you, man. I told you. There was something about him the last 2 days. I'm like, damn it.
You can't pick both guys and then say, I told you.
I know.
You can't do that. That's not how it works.
I know, man.
What is going on?
I know, Dave. I know.
Do you?
Yeah, I see
like
where the cut
that.
was. It was from that left hook, man, that just cut his eye open. He's so strong, Chandler.
Oh! Chandler gets dropped. Oliveira drops him with a solid punch. Chandler is in big trouble. Chandler's in trouble. This fight's over. It's over. Why the hell is the camera on AJ? This fight is over. Chandler is down and out. Charles Oliveira wins by knockout.
What the hell, man? Holy shit, man. Talk about a turn of events, man. Who would have thought that?
Whoa. Lands a solid left.
Muay style,
followed
man.
up.
Wow.
Finished him.
Right
Incredible
to the liver,
finish.
Right to the liver, man. Floating liver, man. Wow, 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 wow. And that's how it ends. Mayday.
Wow.
Mayday.
Crazy win for Charles Oliveira. He was in trouble in the first round, but he survived, AJ. And you stopped believing in him,
crazy.
But I did not. And what a huge punch.
You would have
hurt
stopped believing
Chandler,
in him
wobbled
after that first
him.
round.
No, I didn't.
What the hell, man?
I didn't, AJ.
Look at Oliveira
I was here.
jumping into the crowd. Look at him jumping into the crowd. He jumped in to go talk to Dana White. Now he's going after someone. Who's he going after?
He's just going to see some of his buddies in the crowd.
What the hell,
He's celebrating.
Man?
He's celebrating with his friends. Yes, he's in the crowd. He's with his cornermen. He's celebrating with his team. He's celebrating with his buddies that made it for the show. This is a huge, huge moment for Charles Oliveira. Charles is the new UFC lightweight champion. Knocks out Michael Chandler in the second round. Yep.
Would you have expected that, Dave, after that first round domination by Chandler? Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about.
Because Oliveira's still good. He's always dangerous, and he recovered. Man, shit happens. It's the fight game. I didn't think that Charles Oliveira was going to lose the fight even after the first round.
Crazy,
so,
man.
yeah. Not like you jumping off the bandwagon as soon as you hit a rocky patch.
Oh, yeah.
And I continue my win streak. I haven't picked a UFC main event wrong. Now, what, 5, 6 pay-per-views in a row? Right? Every pay-per-view I get it. Every pay-per-view I get the main event.
You do, bud. You
Every
got
time.
it, man.
I'm not surprised, motherfucker.
Yeah, all good at 87 saying Dustin versus Oliveira in December.
Well, if he beats Conor, he's got to fight Conor first in July.
But
AJ
either or,
about
man,
the main point.
You're right. If he beats Conor, and either or, it doesn't matter. Imagine seeing Oliveira, Conor, Oliveira, man, Dustin. It'll be awesome. But I can't believe he went down with that second round. What the hell, man? See, you see how I like Oliveira's stance. He's got that high Muay Thai stance, man, and he was able to come under with that liver shot. That was the end of it, man. If people have never got a liver shot, let me tell you, man, it's a horrible feeling. See, the problem with Chandler is he knew he was done there, man.
Patrick C. Hamilton dropping the super chat. He says, good start with Team Dave. Yeah, Team Dave just killing it tonight. Killing it tonight. We had Oliveira. We had Dariush. We had Chukagian. We had Muniz over Jacare. Just killing it.
Damn it, man. Yeah, how good doesn't think Conor is going anywhere? It's true. That's it, Charles. Celebrate. Man, Chandler's not done. Brazil versus the U.S. Tonight there was like 4 fights, Brazil versus U.S. And Brazil has come out.
Oliveira jumping around the octagon. He is very excited. The new lightweight champion. And yes, we will do the drawing for the hat in a couple of minutes here. Let you get one more chance to super chat. If you want to super chat right now, hit us up on super chat and you could be in the drawing for the hat. What is going on here?
Damn, that was nuts. I'm happy for Oliveira, man.
So hit us up on super chat. After this, in a couple of minutes, we're going to do the draw for the hat. It's happening. Somebody's winning a hat here, a Ringside Report Network official hat. We just got these made. You can pick one up over at merch.ringsidereport.net. Don't forget to become a member of the channel. Join over at join.ringsidereport.net, right? That's how you do it. Join.ringsidereport.net. Become a member over at join.ringsidereport.net. Become a member of the YouTube channel. Go to donate.ringsidereport.net, and you can also go to merch.ringsidereport.net. Yep. Charles Do Bronx Oliveira does it again. Looks great. Never in doubt, AJ. Except you had all sorts of doubts.
Never in doubt, man.
You had plenty of doubts.
Dude, I did.
You're just doubt monster.
Well, you know what? A lot of people had doubt after that first round when they're like, "Fuck, Chandler really put like sort of a beat down Oliveira," and then
in the first round,
Oliveira,
real dangerous in the first
round,
man. Michael Chandler.
It's
real
never,
dangerous.
it's never over. It's never ever over till the fat lady sings. And I don't even know if you can say that shit anymore. But either or, it's never over. Damn it, that was crazy. What a good 262, man. Damn, it was a good card.
Good pay-per-view.
To the main.
Last pay-per-view was good. This is a good pay-per-view, too. The next pay-per-view looks really good. You've got Vettori and Israel Adesanya in the main event of the next pay-per-view. Davison Figueiredo against Brandon Moreno for the flyweight title is a co-main event. Nate Diaz, Leon Edwards is on that card, too. Damian Maia, Bilal Muhammad, and Paul Craig, Jamal Hill. Pretty damn sick pay-per-view next time out, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking about the guy who put the $17,000 bet on Chandler.
Yeah, he lost.
I'm sure he's
$17,000.
I'm sure he was like jumping up and down in the first round saying like, I got this. Now, $17,000 short.
Should have stuck with Team Dave.
If anybody's going to drop.
Like Patrick did. Patrick is a smart man.
On that.
Patrick is a smart man. He stuck with Team Dave. Minus 156, Dariush. Chukagian minus 135. Muniz plus 107. Take him. Get plus 491 over at bet99.com, and you won tonight. You won tonight with Team Dave over at bet99.com. Use that promo code Ringside when you sign up. We also had Charles Oliveira. Didn't put him on my parlay. I thought the main event was going to be real tight. I mean, you saw it could have gone either way. Chandler had his moments in the first round, had Oliveira hurt, but Oliveira was able to recover and finish Chandler in the second. This was a tough fight. Both guys had real opportunities at winning. Both guys had the other guy hurt and in some real danger. But in the end, Oliveira gets his hand raised. Crazy fight, but you know, there's a reason why I didn't put it on the parlay for Team Dave. I wasn't that confident because I knew it was going to be a wild fight. But Team Dave parlay did come through, so I'm happy that we could win some money for the Ringside Report Universe. So happy for Patrick and happy for anybody else that went with Team Dave tonight. Should we do it?
Let's do it, man. I was just listening to Chandler talking.
All right, so we'll do the...
He's humble in defeat, man. I like it.
Hit us up on Super Chat right now if you want to be in this drawing because we're about to do it. If you want to be in the draw and you're not already, hit us up on Super Chat. But we're going to be doing this draw in about 60 seconds. We'll give you 60 seconds for the lag on the video. You know, we're a little bit behind. Well, we're like ahead. You're behind watching us.
Oh.
It takes like a couple seconds for us to go to YouTube. But hit us up on Super Chat right now. If not, we're just going to do the draw. And Patrick says he doesn't want the hat because he doesn't wear hats. And Glenn wants the hat, but he's disqualified from being in the draw because he's on the show Wednesday nights. He's actually part of the show. But Patrick said Glenn could get his hat, so Glenn is back in the draw because of Patrick. Really, it's Patrick in the draw, so if Patrick wins, Glenn wins. That's how it works. Glenn is very excited. We're all very excited for the Super Chat draw.
Right now.
Huh? Are you ready?
I'm looking at somebody's trying to throw like his purple belt at Oliveira.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, when he was walking out. Damn, that was a good card.
All right, well, here comes the hat giveaway. Let's do it. You ready? We're going to do 10 times
Let's do it. I'm ready,
the randomizer, and then the winner who's on the top of the list at the 10 times will be the winner. You can see it.
Can we see the randomizer? Oh,
yeah,
man,
here.
I think you had that shtick all set up.
Yeah, it's here. You ready? Can you hear me, AJ? Are you still there?
I can hear you. Yeah,
right,
I'm here.
So here it is. There are the names: John Hedstrom, Doug Hepburn, Antoinette, and the Glenn W.O. Okay? You ready to randomize? Randomize.
I'll be your Dana White. Not Dana White.
Okay. So now.
What's her name?
Okay.
Dana White.
So now we're going to do it 10 times. You see the again button? We're going to press this 10 times, and the top name after 10 times is the winner. Are you ready?
I'm ready, man.
1,
Damn.
2,
Okay.
3.
Nice.
4.
Good. You can count.
5.
Didn't
6.
go 5 rounds tonight.
7. 8. 9. Here comes the 10th.
Oh, here's the big one.
After this is the winner.
Oh, boy.
Doug Hepburn
is
is your winner.
Woo!
Doug Hepburn, you have won. You are the winner of the Ringside Report hat. Congratulations, Doug Hepburn. You are the winner. Send.
Dougie!
I think we have your
Send location.
I think we have your
Send
info.
location.
I think Doug already sent me an email, right, Doug? We've communicated through email. You emailed me for you won something already on this show, right?
Where's
Doug?
Doug
I think
located?
has already won something on the show. I think he's in Kingston, Ontario. I think I actually have Doug's information, possibly somewhere.
It's okay. If not, he'll send it to you. Doug, just send it to Dave. Nice, man. Kingston, Ontario. I love Kingston.
No, Doug, I have your info, actually. I already have your info. You sent me an email not long ago for the Glenn WO stuff that Glenn is sending you. So, Doug, I have your info. I'll send you the hat. You're the winner of the hat tonight, Doug Hepburn. Thank you for supporting the channel. You are the winner of the hat. It will be sent to you in Kingston, Ontario. Congratulations to Doug, our Super Chat Ringside Report Network hat winner tonight. Congratulations. See, AJ, see how we did that giveaway? See how professional that giveaway was? Purely random. Man. Glenn didn't trust me to do the giveaway, but you all saw how that was just a random,
It was.
That's how it works. That's how you do
Pat
it.
Sajak style, man. Mm-hmm. I was trying to say Vanna White. I ended up saying Dana White. Same thing.
All right.
But when's our next watch along? It's going to be what?
What?
Oh, we're going to do the watch along with Logan Paul, right? The Mayweather fight?
Probably. I don't know when our next watch along is. It'll be in a while. I'm going to be back here tomorrow night, though. I can't really think that far ahead. I'm thinking about WrestleMania Backlash, which goes down tomorrow night. I'll be on here right after WrestleMania Backlash tomorrow night. We'll be recapping it. Doug says he just turned 44, and he's starting to go thin on top, so he needs a hat. So good. We got you covered, Doug. You won the hat. Congratulations, my man. And, I'll be back here tomorrow night right after WrestleMania Backlash with Johnny North. And we will be recapping the WWE pay-per-view going down tomorrow. And then I'll be back after Raw on Monday. And then Tuesday night, I finally get a night off. I've been on for a week straight every night. So Tuesday night, I'm taking the night off.
That's the way you do it.
Right? I was on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then tonight and tomorrow, and then Monday, and then Tuesday I'll be off. So that's how we do it here on the Ringside Report Network. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel as well. We need more subscribers. We need more members as well. More members mean more giveaways. I want to give away more than just a hat here on the show. You know, I want to give away even more.
What do you want to give away?
I want to give away so much. So much here.
Underwear.
We want to give away on the show. Don't worry about it. But we have a lot of stuff. Thank you, Doug Hepburn, for the super chat. He says, you guys do great work, Dave. Hardest working man in the biz. Thank you. Thank you.
He is, man.
And Big Neff wants Roman versus Lashley to unify the belts. That's not happening. And if it would happen, you know Roman would win. It's not happening, though. It's never going to happen because they need a champion on Raw and a champion on SmackDown. I think they're more likely to unify the men's tag team titles. But, hey, that's a discussion for tomorrow night on the WrestleMania Backlash post-show, which we will be doing. Congratulations to Doug Hepburn. Become a member of the channel. Woo! Go right under this video. Click join. Join the Ringside Report Network. And keep us going. Keep us going because you never know what's around the corner. Doug Hepburn, thank you. Patrick C. Hamilton, appreciate you. Antoinette as well. Even Glenn McKenzie, we appreciate. Doug Hepburn, and who else? John Hedstrom as well. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. Don't forget to go to ringsidereport.net. That is our online home. Everything that we do is available over at ringsidereport.net. And follow us online at Ringside Report on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow night after WrestleMania Backlash.